through this.
Previously on The Unleashed.
We got an alert that a kid had manifested powers in Los Angeles.
Isn't the point of having superpowers to do something important?
Mr. Aoki, the new batch of interns has been uploaded to your tablet.
Well, hello there, Charlie King.
What the?
My will is my own.
I know we pretend not to be friends because of the class crossing thing, but it's starting to not feel like pretend.
We messed up really bad, Phee. We almost died.
I wanted to stop by and drop some stuff off for Dad, and I wanted to see how you are. Is that a crime?
My will is not my own.
The last time I broke the rules, I got this leash on my neck and a constant headache plaguing me.
Maybe some things are worth the risk.
I don't even know if she feels the same way.
I'm feeling so isolated. Mara, I need to tell you something.
Guys, there's something wrong with Daniel.
Daniel. Dante, I need your help.
Phee, he could still be dangerous.
He wasn't the one who shut down the rift, Charlie.
Attention Riftside Academy. The rift has fallen.
Teachers and students are being rounded up by the unknown soldiers.
Turns out my brother's kind of a monster.
Well, he's not the only one that's kind of a monster, Daniel.
I thought you were going to be stronger. We don't always get what we want, do we? Maybe this one time, I will.
So, we're really doing this?
Yeah, we're really doing this.
Everyone's in? They said they'll follow our lead. Let's not lead them to death.
Are you sure you want to come with us? He is your brother.
That's why I gotta do it, Charlie. Maybe I can still get through to him. Plus, I really like my mech lion.
Stay in touch, okay? All of you. But also stay away. It's way too easy to combine our powers. So.
Yeah. Let's not turn this into a suicide mission.
Yeah. There's a lot to live for.
Yeah, whatever. Just make out already.
I don't know what that means. Hands in. Oh, Charlie, you said this is what humans do before a big game? Do they not do that anymore?
All right. Time to get these brawny physical bad boys in shape. Don't die, losers.
I'll see you on the other side, I guess. What is it?
Finally! Woo, woo, woo!
So strong, hard to go, shining bright, powerful. It's a new world that we making, no limits and it's all for the taking. Since we're here, let's unleash our full potential. Never back down, no we never settle. Finally got a reason to be here now. We don't even care how. Let's go, it's a revolution. We ain't supposed to be here, here we are. It's a revolution. Unleash, let's go, take the last stand now.
The Elder Council has fallen. The council building, that impressively angular spire of glass and steel and stone, belongs to the DRD, to Dante, to Genesis. Yes, this is the edge of a beginning, something new and terrible for the people of Riftside. They're cut off from the central chaos, left in the darkness of a terrifying night that stretches on endlessly. Breathless for an update from within the central zone of Riftside. A shred of hope, a confirmation of doom. They say it's always darkest before the dawn, so then that's where we begin. Genesis sits in a room nearly as black as the sky outside, interrogating the last bastion of authority left between him and victory, the supreme elemental elder, Matthias Sounder.
Elemental.
Not going to tell you what you want.
No, you're not. You're wasting my time and your time because soon enough I will find answers. I just need to get access to the rest of Riftside.
I know that that's what you think you need. And I know you know that I have zero intention of giving it to you. So I'm going to sit here and waste your time.
You believe you're a god here in the Rift, right? You're not a god.
I never said I was. You're confusing me with you.
With all your powers, your might, and your ability to control the elements themselves, yet you're still captive to humans. What does that say about your so-called powers, Elder Sounder?
It says that we show restraint in order to maintain peace in the world. And stay away from people like you.
Peace.
Yes.
Peace. Interesting. So your idea of peace is to separate those with powers, kidnap them from their families, and use them for weapons when they grow? That's your idea of peace. You're weak.
If I'm weak, why are you sweating?
It's a heavy suit. That's all. But it looks good. Listen, Elder Sounder, I don't have much time to waste here. As much as I'd love to play your games, I'm going to find a way to access Riftside. Whether it's a safety mechanism or a spell, I'm going to find out.
I'm sure you will. Please just... It's funny as it is to say, I don't want to waste your time here. The fact is, I don't know how to bring down the barrier. And the truth is, even if I did, you know I wouldn't tell you.
Ah! Elder Sounder! You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're going to figure it out. See, that's the thing that you don't quite understand, Elder Sounder. You're not special. Not a wee bit. And given enough time, we humans will always find a way to do what you do. But better. That's the beauty of human ingenuity.
Elder Sounder puts his head down, refuses to engage with you any further. And Dante, Genesis, you can feel, you can hear the sound of your blood pulsing in your ears as you hold back that last thread of civility. And even through that, you hear a very, very light knock at the door behind you.
Enter.
In steps Lina. She's holding her tablet. She looks back from you, notices a hair or two out of place, quirks an eyebrow, looks down at Elder Sounder, but says nothing. She gives a little nod. Are you done?
Am I done? Yeah, please.
With him, sir.
Please excuse Elder Sounder. I'm tired of looking at his face.
She gestures over her shoulder, and a pair of soldiers come in and roughly lift up Elder Sounder under his armpits and kind of drag him from the room. He's not hurt, but he's definitely doing the kind of dead weight, just trying to be as much of a problem for you as he can be. So productive. Go ahead, sir.
I expect nothing less from someone like him.
Well,
their kind.
I have bad news. I'm sure there's some good in there somewhere, but mostly bad.
Lina, stop wasting my time. Let's go.
All right. Well, it looks like Daniel, Charlie, and all their little friends have taken back the school and freed students and teachers. And I would bet my bottom dollar that they're on their way here now to stop you. Us. Us.
Yeah. Right, that is bad news.
Oh, I'm not done yet. I just wanted to give you a moment to think about. It doesn't matter. On top of that, somehow they have figured out how to render our leashing tech inert. So the collars, the bracelets, they're all useless now. We can try to releash them with the light blasters. And you see she narrows her eyes and bites back the next thing she was going to say.
Lina, I'm disappointed.
Sir?
When I left you in charge, I believed it was with good reason. I thought that you were going to handle everything, and you're not.
Oh, sir, you're saying that this is my fault? That it's my fault that an uprising led by your kid brother wearing about $1.4 million worth of DRD proprietary tech, that also includes points of access to all of our systems and servers, and his little girlfriend that you wasted precious time and attention in the middle of a siege trying to recruit earlier this evening? You think that's my fault?
Lina, I know
Sir?
you see things a particular way, and you think that way is the right way. But you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel is a very important piece to our strategy, as well as Charlie, and you know that. However, I'm not going to get into this discussion with you now. I am very disappointed, and I'm running out of patience.
As am I. Well, the mech lions are also off the board. So, I'm going to go ahead and bring the experimental designs online to reinforce our soldiers. What do you want to do about the leashing problem, sir?
I think it's time to take this to another level. Let's take the light blasters, change them from stun to kill.
Dante, I need you to roll plus mundane for me.
Rolling now. Mundane?
Mm-hmm.
-1. Roll is 5. I got a 4. Very powerful.
With a
good-looking
4, you're smart. But through the haze of your contempt, your frustration, the machinations like a chessboard laid out in front of you even now, you don't see how much Lina is going back and forth right now on you. You're saying the right things sometimes, but there's a new emotion there, a seed of doubt and distrust, and it's beginning to grow. But you have bigger plans, more important things to worry about than your second-in-command's emotional state. And as she nods and goes back to her tablet, sending out the information, the updated briefing, the new protocols put in place, we push out of this room at the top of a tall tower meant to hold the elite away from the world. And we move down towards the chamber grounds where Daniel, Mara, Phee, and Charlie, and a small army of unleashed students and teachers and anyone fit to fight gather their forces and look at the battlefield where it will all soon begin.
You guys ready?
Oh, I guess as ready as we'll ever be.
Yeah.
There recruits seem a bit nervous.
They haven't gotten in a fight beyond gym class, so...
Yeah.
Also, we did just unleash them, so their powers are going to be a little uncontrollable for a bit.
Yeah.
As you say that behind you, Mara, just a student, you see them like pointing down at the ground, and a little like shockwave shoots out, and you just hear a Wilhelm scream as he goes up in the air and just kind of yeets himself 20 feet away from the main group, lands in a bush and goes, I'm okay.
You're doing your best, buddy. That looks great.
I am doing my best. I feel funny inside.
Walk it off.
I'm fine. Just give me a second in the bush. It's kind of cool down here.
Nice one, man.
So, how are we splitting them up? Because if we want to pick teams, I don't want him on mine.
Yeah. I'll take that guy. Why not? Bush dude.
Are we going to pick everyone? Is that what we're gonna spend our time doing?
I mean, we want to take groups, split up, and I don't know, I guess.
I think what's been ingrained in them for far too long is they're gonna think they have to stick with their own classes. But if we've seen anything these past few weeks, we have to utilize all these different combinations. Me, you, Phee, Mara.
Like,
we have to tell them as close to combining without combining.
I don't want to combine powers. People die when we do that. That's not...
Right, you and Mara had
Fee's
some...
right. We shouldn't ask them to cross classes like that or combine powers, but it's going to really be bad for us to strategize if we're all in our own groups.
We're stronger together. Maybe
Agreed.
Maybe we find a leader for each group and we stick together.
Why don't we all go together?
Yeah.
Okay. Why not?
I mean, hey, if we're stronger together, the four of us plus everybody else that we got, we might as well just stay as a group.
I'm sure they're going to be careful if we tell them to not combine powers.
Yeah. Should we rally them up and let them know it seems like they're looking for some leaders? And
yeah, Daniel, I'm not going to make you roll for it, but you like look over your shoulder back at the group and you actually see that they are not so discreetly moving into their respective classes and trying to figure out some semblance of like what to do and where to send every group.
Guys, there's nobody I'd rather do this with than you. I think we should go over there and let them know kind of what we discovered.
Yeah, we know how to attack without combining our powers. We're the only ones who are going to be able to show them how to do it.
Okay. As long as they know not to combine powers.
Can we walk over to the edge of where they're all standing and gather them?
Yeah, I mean, you guys were kind of just standing a couple feet away talking, and you, as you walk up, you see that a single person from each one of the classes kind of steps forward to greet you. Generals from each of the three types of Unleashed kind of nod and say, okay, are we, Mara, how are we doing this?
We're all gonna go together. I know it sounds dangerous, but just...
Nope, it's super dangerous, yeah. What?
If you can just trust me, we're going to go together, but I also need to trust that you guys will not combine powers.
I mean...
It's gonna get tricky, but it's gonna be trickier if we all separate and try to strategize that way.
You have to find a way for your power to complement the other class's power without crossing.
Yes.
Make each other stronger.
It sounds impossible, but we've done it.
Yeah.
Mara, why don't you go ahead and roll provoke someone? And I'm going to give you advantage because you're being backed up by the rest of the group.
I got a great 11.
Ooh. With an 11, it takes a couple minutes. Maybe it just feels like minutes. But eventually they turn and kind of look at each other and go, oh, I mean, we did it in PE all the time. And remember that time that Korn, shot Charlie up in the sky? And she
Exactly.
phased?
Exactly like that.
So like that, where we didn't all die when you did that. Yeah, okay, we can do that. Hey guys.
It's like a big game of Red Rover.
Just a little less risky.
There's bullets, so I appreciate what you're saying, but let's not lose sight of the stakes here, you know? But I get it. You don't have to condescend. We get it.
And just
all
as
right.
I know I'm new here, but kid, what's your name again? The kid that just did the Wilhelm scream?
Oh, you see Kenny kind of pushing himself up to standing from the bush. Kenny.
I think what you just did is awesome and amazing. Your power is so special. And I saw that in all of my friends here. But I think we all have to agree that these rules that this school has been teaching us about just sticking with our classes, it stops your power right there. I've seen that there's something even more special with how all of us have attacked together versus attacking just by ourselves and using just one of our powers. Of course, not combining. But even freeing you guys and using the leash, I did not know how to disable the leashes that were on your necks by myself. But Charlie, I'm an elemental, and Charlie's a physical, and she told me the code that allowed me to hack into your leashes, and now you guys are freed. I mean, if we listened to the rules that the Rift told us this whole time, that would never have happened.
How did Charlie know the code? One of the physical kids in the back looks kind of impressed and curious simultaneously.
Stop getting into my business.
What?
Listen, long story short, they're not going to be expecting us to fight back this way. We have the advantage here.
Okay.
Mara's right. Yeah. They're not going to see us coming like this. They're going to expect us to be
They think that we are
up.
going to cower and stay in our groups, but we've learned that we don't have to do that anymore. And we're more powerful doing this.
Yeah, we are. And you can actually hear the rough volume of the crowd getting a little louder as they're starting to hype themselves up. And you can see in their faces that they're bought in now. Okay. All right, if I explode, can I go home?
Sure.
I don't really know where home would be other than your dorm.
Can you just say yes? I kind of need that.
Sure.
Cool, this is very scary. All right.
You guys have been training for this in this school for years. Remember everything your teachers have taught you, and remember to trust yourselves, and make sure utilize control, because we can't have explosions. I'm sure we won't send you home.
No,
Kenny,
dude.
right?
No, Mara said I can go home if I blow up from Powers Crossing. So I'm gonna go with that. Sorry, Daniel. She outranks you.
She does.
Phee wants to clear her throat. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I know this won't mean much coming from an alien, but what you guys have here is really special, and it's worth protecting. And the people that we're up against, they don't think that's worth saving. And I think all of you are worth fighting for. You have it in you, you're powerful, you've been training your whole life for this moment, except for you in the back, you just got here last week. Welcome.
I knew!
Yeah, I know you do.
I hate it here!
It's okay, it gets better.
It's really bad!
We'll talk, dude.
But together, we can make a difference, and we can save the Rift. Let's do it.
Phee, you have got to roll a comfort or support for me with advantage.
Nice.
a stirring speech. As you are talking, Kenny kind of sidles over to you, Danielle, and just says, hey, just a quick question. Why do you have one of the bad cats?
Because Corn Dog over here is excited to fight against these guys, aren't you, Corn Dog? And then I tap Corn Dog.
What do you want Corn Dog to do?
Corn
if you
Dog,
want me to pick, I'm going to do something stupid.
Corn Dog, are you excited to fight along these Riftside students and take back the rift?
Corn Dog goes into a low pounce and does like the butt waggle meme, and then kind of bops in place, and then makes a weird, like mechanical, scratchy mix between like a growl, a roar, and a bark, because you keep calling it Corn Dog, but it's definitely a very big cat.
Have an identity crisis over there.
Yeah, Kenny is confused. But like, all right, dude. I'm just gonna go move back towards the bush for no real reason. That's dope. Very concerning. Cool. I don't know how you did that with rock powers, but good on you.
That whole dance, that just means yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Phee, how'd you do?
I got 8.
All right. With an 8. Any chance we have a +3? I'll make it cool if we have one. Ooh, chat. I'm gonna need you guys to help out because it's gonna get. All right. Do you want to use it?
Yes.
Okay. Because if you bump this up to an 11, I want all of you to clear 2 conditions as someone's royal leadership abilities kick in, and you feel like all of that nervous, excited tension within the group kind of releases, and they are pulled, moved towards unified, focused purpose. And all of that jittery fight or flight response moves towards fight. It moves towards defend. It moves towards protecting their home and taking it back.
Aabria, is there any way I can take this speech to heart but not clear a condition? Because I fight better when I'm angry.
Oh my god. That's very cool. Please take a +1 for at some point in the future for whatever this is.
Great.
I don't know where it's going, but I like it. Okay, before I move away from you all and get this fight started properly, is there anything else any of you want to do in preparation for the encounter?
I'd like to maybe go to a higher ground to kind of scope out the lay of the land.
Yeah, okay. How do you want to do that?
What is around me? Is there any like hills, cliffside?
So this is kind of just like the open grounds, like a lot of lawns. When we say like rolling hills, it's like a 3-foot incline. It's kind of a park with this like tower at the center of it. So you don't have a lot to work off of. You can try to climb one of the trees to get a good look. I would recommend that if you want to try to like see sort of over the roll and get a sense of like what the area around the tower looks like, you're going to want to get probably 30 to 40 feet in the air.
Okay. Then I would like to
I mean, you have all of your abilities plus, like 50 or 100 people behind you can all do stuff. So
okay.
The world's your oyster.
Sweet. I want to distance myself from them and then kind of geyser up 40 feet to see out above myself. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to make a geyser and like shoot yourself into the air.
Yes.
All right. It would behoove me to let you know that unless something is like special about this, that's a noisy thing to do. And there's non-zero chance that the guards might see you. They might not. I'll probably have you roll for it to see how that roll like goes down.
Okay. Let's try.
You want to try it?
You want to try?
I like this. Okay, go ahead and roll to unleash your powers for me.
Okay. Wait, I got an 11.
Okay, an 11 will absolutely allow you to do so. Now, please roll for me a superior roll.
Okay.
To see if you can pull this off discreetly.
Oh, I got a 12.
Okay. With a 12, you go and you kind of move off to the side and you move behind like a copse of like sort of implanted trees that obviously aren't native to the area. And you use that. You don't make a full geyser.
Okay.
But you're feeling very comfortable and confident with your ability set now. You feel the water and the world around you better than you have before. So in lieu of a massive pedestal of water, you use the power of the geyser that you built under you to push you, to pop you 40 feet in the air, to get a look of everything around you before coming back down and having the water kind of catch and cushion your return back down to the ground. So you go once, twice, and a third time just to make sure. And with 12, you see that entire council building is surrounded by wave upon wave of soldiers, hundreds of them. But there's a little side area to the building that has like some awkward walls around it, like sort of like a loading dock that just can't handle the sort of like stacks and orderly rows of soldiers. It's thinnest there, the western door. But that main walk through the front lawn that you've been on so many times to hang out several times recently when you've been in trouble just looks like a wall of darkness in front of the glass facade of the lobby of the tower.
Okay. I want to go back to the others and let them know what I saw.
Okay.
I think I found a place for us to be able to sneak in. I don't know if you guys just saw me doing that cool thing where I was just like up in the air and then floating. That was pretty fun.
She rolled pretty well. None of you saw it.
I was busy pairing people up with what I remember their powers to be. Just being like, you two will work well together. You should stick together, don't cross your powers. And just like going through the crowd, trying to remember people's powers and giving them a heads up.
Go ahead and roll plus superior for me. You've been here your whole life. You know all of these people. You've grown up with them.
I got an 8.
That's good enough. I just wanted a hit. And yeah, a couple of them, especially ones that aren't mages, give you looks of hope, recognition, feeling seen by you. You've been absorbed in yourself and a lot of your own drama for a lot of your life. And I'm not saying that as anything particularly harsh. You are all teenagers, and that is just how teenagers do. But this sense of being seen and being understood by your classmates, it reaches them. And that emotion reaches you. And there's something nice to that, but I won't tell you what it is now. But nicely done, Mara. They're buddied up, and they're ready to go. Does anyone else have anything else to do before I leave you?
Should I tell people what I saw or no?
Yeah, go ahead. I was just gonna... I know what you saw, you just don't have to say it twice if you don't want to, unless you want to add something to it. Go ahead. Go ahead. This is your time to shine.
No, I just wanted to make sure what they knew. The western door, the loading dock, that's where we can get in, guys.
Thanks for checking that out.
Yeah.
All right. And
Mara,
with that,
your girlfriend did some reconnaissance.
Ooh, you shouldn't have.
Yes, she did, Daniel.
We should start.
I never saw her do a move like that before. Anyway, let's go.
You didn't see her do it. I say it again. You also didn't see what happened. She's a ninja, stealthy like the night, and no one saw it. And
she's smart like that.
All right, we move away from you, chuckleheads, and head back in to the council chambers, to the top of the tower, where Dante and Lina stand looking out the window, seeing the changing board state below them.
If I can just isolate them, I can make them understand.
Do you want me to understand? Sir, do you want me to agree with you or tell you how I see this?
Lina, why don't you tell me how you see things?
Sir, what I see is a group of children who are not sufficiently aware of the situation. You keep saying that Charlie and Daniel can be made to understand and brought to our side. I don't know why you think that is the case. I think that what they will respond to is force. The one thing for all of your planning and plotting, all of your ruthlessness, you refuse to provide them, sir. A demonstration of what they're really up against. Not a conversation.
Lina, I have to agree with you.
Sir.
I think you're right, Lina. I think they might need a little good parenting. These children, these bad kids. Swatting, huh?
Sir, I have been doing some final calibrations. If you'd like to take it for a spin. Just waiting.
Show me.
And your brother needs to know that his suit isn't as cool as yours.
Nothing is as cool as Dante's stuff. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's time to end this. One way or another. I think it's time
Noted,
to put
sir.
Daniel in his place.
Very good, sir. She goes back to her tablet again, moves some sliders up, and we push back out of the room, out of the window, back down to where you guys are talking and thinking and planning and preparing to move. And then you hear just a melodic tinkle of glass. And all of your eyes shoot towards the top of the tower as a single dark figure moves rapidly towards the ground. And you're all still quite a few feet away, so maybe you don't see it. But if you were closer, if you were where the soldiers were, you would see a missile, a meteor of black rocketing towards the ground, landing in a 3-point stance. You would see Dante and his suit slowly overtaken by an almost living, sticky mass of nanobots crawling up his body, shredding away that useless suit, the niceties that he's been hiding his true self behind for so long. It covers up every inch of him, all the way up to his face, and that hair with just a single strand out of place, that with a careless flick of his chin moves back before it is covered over entirely, leaving no sense of his humanity. All of that is gone, subsumed into his suit, into his power, and this is Genesis, fully realized. And from within, after a couple heartbeats in the darkness, Dante, no, we're gonna call you Genesis now. Genesis, a HUD display pops up, giving you a lay of the land, showing you the heat signatures of your hundreds of soldiers, and a little hot spot a little ways beyond. And then you hear a voice. Nanobot suit interface Nancy is booted and functional. Shall we begin, Genesis?
Let's engage.
All right, Genesis, you see that in the distance, that's where they all are, getting ready to mount their little assault. So what do you want to do? Wait here for them to come to you? Or do you want to take the fight to them? Daniel, can you roll plus superior for me while we let our good Genesis think about his next move?
Yes, I can. Eight.
With an 8, you know. You can see it, you can feel it, and a little ping on the arm sensor in your suit lets you know that Genesis is online and standing in front of you. So, boys, what do you want to do?
Guys, my brother's here.
Where?
All right. He just jumped down the chambers. All right. I'm gonna take him with Corndog. Corndog, are you ready?
Corndog doesn't respond, just coils his entire body towards your purpose and waits for you to move. Ready to pounce.
All right, boy, here we go.
Genesis, what do you want to do?
Nancy?
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know why he's calling my mountain lion corn dog. It's obviously a cat. But
I know, sir.
I want to see if you can take that gift away from him.
Yes, sir. Attempting to breach Mech Lion designation corn dog. Now. Please roll plus superior for me. Dante? Genesis. Sorry, I'll get that right. But go ahead and roll it with disadvantage, because your brother is a little bit smarter than you give him credit for.
I got 11.
That's with disadvantage?
And disadvantage is 2, right?
You're going to roll 2, or you roll 3 dice and take the 2 lower numbers.
I knew that. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you're good. Why would I ever make you roll disadvantage at any other point? You shouldn't know how to do this.
Back in a dangerous mindset. Rolling 6 dice decided. Go. I get an 8, so the lowest is 3. I got a 3.
No, it's okay. I think it's the 2 lower dice added together. But regardless.
Yeah, it's a 3.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great. And that's a hard move for me. Thank you.
Welcome.
That's fine. You attempt to use Nancy to hack into Corndog, and you can see those displays sort of passively on the side as all of these, she keeps getting bounced back, rerouted to different areas. She keeps getting thrown into some of the other gear that you're bringing online, and you can't quite grab Corndog. Not yet. Now, if you want to forego doing anything else with your turn, I'll let you take Corndog. Or, we can work on this in the background. And you can do a hit. What do you want to do?
Reviewing the thermal sensors. Nancy, it seems one is emitting a bit more higher in temperature. I want to put that fire out. I'm going to charge.
All right.
I want to hit the pink one.
Nice. You move up and over the hill. And as you sort of crest this gentle mound, you see in front of you 60 scraggly teenagers, a couple brutalized teachers thrown in between, and the core 4 problems that you have been dealing with for what seems like forever now. Genesis, and then you notice the pink one. And she's moving away from the group, pointing towards the building somehow. And I'm going to let you take a powerful blow against her and get a nice solid hit in, unless one of you wants to do something to intervene.
Am I able to be using my visions to see what's about to happen? Do you want to start that now? Because you absolutely can, but that's not going to cover what's happening as we speak. Right.
Let the record show I did ask you before if there's anything you wanted to spin up in advance of the fight.
Yeah, there was. I would love to defend Phee in some way, if possible.
How would you like to do that?
I do have a move where if I defend someone critically important to the future, I can do that.
We have a future.
Oh.
For my
Mara,
future.
Are you designating Phee as critically important to your future? I'm going to need you to say that out loud. And then I'll allow this move.
Yeah. Phee is critically important to my future.
Go ahead and make your roll then.
Great, thank you.
Did I hear that? Did Nancy?
No.
All right.
No, that's inside Mara's heart.
So, Aabria, that's going to be a 5 and a 6 plus a 1, so 12.
Oh, that's a low roll. I don't know if that's going to count. So what does it look like as you interpose yourself between, hey, Genesis, did you have an idea of how you wanted to do a hit? Or can I take the first swing? I'm like, warm up a little bit.
Nancy, enjoy.
You move faster than the darkness can track you. And a single long claw made of those nanobots. You guys can actually see bits of his leg as all of those robots shift and form a 6-foot spike as he drives it forward, intending to impale little pink Phee and take a source of constant annoyance off of the board early. Mara, how do you stop him?
I see him at the last second as he rushes up fast, and without really thinking, I throw my hand in front of Phee, and a big green shield comes out. It's not even like in the shape of anything important, it's just energy going up, panicking, trying to save her from this hit.
Nice. You do so, and the shield shatters apart with the impact, but it blunts that force, and the robots kind of seem to squish against it as they do so. And Dante, you hear a voice in your ear that says, "Sir, would you like to enable hard move protocol?"
Engage.
And now you get to use one of my hard moves. As your nanobots begin to eat the green energy out of the sky, and now they're learning. And they understand Mara's power signature. And they will not be stopped by it again. So who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Thanks, Mara.
Dante! That's enough. Your fight's with me, all right? And then I looked at Corndog and I see that something's hacking into him. And I'm gonna address Dante again. You think you can compete with me and computers? Corndog, activate hot link protocol, and it's going to attack the virus that's in Corndog, and it's going to directly attack the program that is trying to link up to him.
Okay, I would like you to roll plus superior on Corndog's behalf with disadvantage. This is new.
Yeah, definitely disadvantage.
4.
Okay. You see Corndog like shaking it off and trying to push through it, and isn't quite able to stop the assault from happening, but is fighting it off for now. And as my last gift to you, Daniel, I will allow you to make another move before we move to someone else. So do you want to attack? Or do you want to sit here and try to, have a hack off?
Yeah, I'm going to jump on top of Corndog.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try to stop Dante by shooting the Corndog sticks at him.
Okay, go ahead and roll to directly engage a threat for me. And Genesis, I need you to roll plus Savior to defend yourself.
Simple.
Mm-hmm.
Dante, I don't want to hurt you.
Daniel.
You've caused enough damage. You caused enough damage to all these people. You have to stop, all right?
Are you sure you want to do this, little brother? Because I can't save you with your chip anymore, and your kitty's just my recycled garbage.
Ooh, that's a fair point. Mike, I'm talking to you now. I need you to know that Corndog has 5 hit points, at which point he will be destroyed, and it will require 12 hours of specific focused work to bring him back online. Good luck.
I rolled it. I rolled a 10 plus 3 for superiors, 13, and...
It wasn't plus superior, it was plus savior.
Plus minus 1
that's your defend
savior. Yeah, so, you know, I rolled...
a 9 is a mixed success. How did Daniel do?
8.
Okay. With an 8. It's slightly lower than our good friend Genesis. So you charge forward, and as Corndog goes to shake and make sure that you're not hit by these two, he's a little too careful. And Genesis, you made these. You know how these darts work. And you're not worried about them. You actually let them hit you. And then you all see as a little scattering of nanobots rush up it like they're being sucked into a black pool of water. And as they flow back, the darts are reduced to a rusty, useless mass and drop harmlessly to the ground.
Dante, that's some cool tech. I'll give you that one.
How
come you never showed me that back home, huh?
How come you never told me you knew acupuncture?
And as you all do this, I don't want to leave anyone out. We're having a little brotherly moment, but the rest of the soldiers also followed. So let's get into battle. The rest of you, standing in front of your motley crew of soldiers, see coming over wave upon wave of dark-clad DRD soldiers, and from around them, at half of their height, waist high, these mechanical figures creep forward. They're not like the mech lions. They look incomplete. They look conceptual, wrong, upsetting to the eye, with extra legs and strange joints as they move. Approximations of animals, but something distinctly different. It is upsetting to see. And as the soldiers flow into the group of you, the other Unleashed surge forward, meeting them blow by blow. And all of you can hear full well that there's not flashes of light. You hear the whistling of bullets sailing past you, and you see your friends and classmates dropping. And they're not getting up. And this fight is real. And those creatures, some of them immediately upon reaching the high point of this little hill, begin to burrow under the ground. Others run in front of groups of soldiers and reconfigure themselves into mortars. And they're going to begin shelling you all. So I'm going to need a defend roll from all 3 of you, Charlie, Mara, and Phee, as the fight comes to you.
I got an 11.
Good.
I got a 6.
I got an 8.
Charlie, you got a 6?
Yeah. We have a plus 3, Charlie.
Why does it take a plus 3?
You want to use it here?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna a 9.
Huh. Interesting flex. Okay, so be it. All of you are able to avoid the ballistic weapons sailing into. But I still have hard moves, and I'm going to use one now. As those burrowers, Charlie, you're so attuned to the frequencies of things around you. And just a heartbeat too late, you feel under your feet shifting, change. And you 3, and maybe 4 or 5 others, get dropped into a massive crater below you. And shelling overhead is going to blast away the side of the hill. And Why don't we just say that I'm going to bury you all alive, like a little bit, as a treat?
Can I move to unbury?
Can I create a bubble so we're not suffocating?
Smart. Go ahead and roll to unleash your powers to reshape your environment.
I got a 7.
That's good enough to do. You create this hollow little hole, and as the dirt sort of like flows back over the bubble and kind of comes to a stop, the bubble pops, but you're in this little pocket, and you can feel the sort of earth roiling around you as these burrowers are moving to different parts of the battlefield. They're not here to continue attacking you. They're here to play a control game with the battlefield, and they're doing their job very well. So, you have a little time underground. What do you want to do about it, friends?
I can get out of here and get an elemental or someone to help dig us out. Are you gonna be okay down here?
Yeah, I think I can at least keep the dirt off of us if you do that.
Get help and I'll warn the others. And then
Yeah.
I will dip into the underground to then whisk myself up to the surface.
Okay. As you do so, I need both Mara and Phee to roll to use their powers in order to like maintain this little bubble so it doesn't collapse down around you.
Can I unleash my powers? I unlocked a new move called Moat, and it creates a barrier that will hold back any threats as long as you keep your attention on it. Similar to, I think, Mara's bubble, but Phee's bubble. Is that possible?
Okay, go ahead and roll for burn.
I got a 9.
Okay, take a condition and hold 3.
Sweet.
What does your moat look like, Phee?
It is a sparkly pink glass bubble, kind of like a snow globe, but pink and
ice, yes?
And ice, yeah.
Cool. All right. As you maintain your concentration on this bubble, I was going to say the other 3 people that are trapped down here with you look seriously injured. They took the fall a little harder than you did. What do you want to do about it?
I'd like to start going over and seeing how injured they are.
Go ahead and roll plus superior for me.
I got a 6.
Beautiful. With a 6, you can see their injuries, and you have a very strong sense of what is happening. There's twisted ankles, a couple like abrasions, a couple bleeding wounds, and then your attention is taken ever so entirely by that blood. Mara, you feel your heart begin to race in your chest, and your hand moves forward not as an act of mercy to help, but a grab to hold on to something, a source of power. You feel this happening almost away from yourself. You have dissociated from this moment, but you come back to yourself. You pull your hand in, but the seed is there. The worry, the thing that you know that all mages are taught about the kind of abilities that you've recently come into, how dangerous they are, how dark they are, how terrible they are, Mara. But you shake that all away for now. You're able to tend to them as best you can. Phee focusing on maintaining this moat. Phee, you can actually feel bumps against this outer glass shell as those burrowers keep trying to like bolt into it and move through this space to go somewhere else in the field. But as long as you are focused and paying attention, the bubble will hold.
Okay. Sorry, it's cold. I've never done this before.
Hey, Phee.
Hey, Mara.
If we make it out of here, I'd really like to kiss you again. And I think I'd also like to talk about maybe if you'd like to stay. Because I'd, like I said, really like to keep kissing you again. But that's if we make it out of here.
Fee's face is super, like, blushing and pink. Is it possible for this bubble to glow a little bit?
Roll plus your freak.
Okay. Ooh, 13?
Yeah, absolutely. Is this on purpose or just a little bit of a blushy accident?
A little bit of a blushy accident.
Yay, okay.
We're gonna make it out of this, Mara. I would definitely like to kiss you again.
Cool. I'm glad that's mutual.
Well, we can talk about this. Maybe when I don't have to focus so hard.
And one of the other students that has a couple lacerations, but is actually okay, kind of like has turned and leaned a very sore shoulder into the bubble. Like, actually, this is kind of nice and helpful. She goes, oh, don't mind us. You can just keep talking. Wait, did you guys kiss? Oh my God.
We kissed!
That's so exciting. That's really nice for you. If we don't all die down here underground in the dark like animals, like I'm very, very happy for you. And we should like all go get some like, go see a movie or something. Okay.
Our friend's out there getting help. We're not gonna die.
Yeah, okay.
Don't tell anybody we kiss.
No, I'm going to tell like everyone. I'm kind of telepathic and I am trying my best not to tell everyone I know right now.
Oh my gosh, Mara, we're an item.
It's kind of a big deal. It's kind of cute.
How do you know what an item is? Wait, all things.
I've learned things.
And we're going to cut from there really quickly to jump back above ground, directly overhead. Dante and Daniel.
So,
how you doing?
I'm good. I just saw the soldiers shoot and kill some people. Can I have Corn Dog run and pounce and try to tackle and get in front of Dante?
Yeah, go ahead and roll to directly engage the threat. Genesis, please roll to defend. To shake this off. Highest roll wins, boys. Oh, and don't forget, anyone can use the player +3s. That's not just you, War. 5?
I got a 5. Yeah.
There is a +1 if you want to take it.
I'm
Wait.
worried about
or a +3.
Daniel.
Do you need it? Do you need it, bro?
No.
What'd you get, Daniel?
No.
I got a 7.
All right, the hit works. And, thank you for the hard move. I appreciate your contribution, Genesis. So you feel yourself. The impact is like dulled, blunted a bit by your suit, but you feel yourself sort of taken off of your feet by Corn Dog. He doesn't knock you down to the ground because it's only a mixed success, but you
Dante.
feel yourself grappled and in check, locked in combat with your brother.
Dante, open up. I know you're in there.
You're so weak. So reliant.
Dante, I heard that you were killing people. I saw the soldiers do it when you were taking over the rift, but seeing it in person, this is crazy. Please stop.
Daniel, everyone who opposes Omnio and the DRD, they're dangerous and they must be put down. That includes you and your friends. Unless you join me. You are leading them to their deaths. You should be doing the opposite. Take this opportunity for them to join us and change the world.
Dante, you're
Sir,
insane.
missile
what you're doing is
engagement
exactly what you're
locked.
describing.
Would you like me to fire?
Yes.
Target is in point blank range.
I would like to summon Mel, my Onyx Fox, and prepare my Onyx Fox to use the weapon Mel. Missile engagement locked.
Please roll to directly engage a threat with advantage.
Of course it's advantage. Mel never misses.
Of course it is.
I got a 37. No, I'm kidding. I got a 9.
Do you want to use that +1 or the +3?
I
Make it a
absolutely
12.
would love to use that +3.
burn through him. Chat, you better get on it, because he gets to dip out of both tills. He can use your +3s, and he can use my hard moves.
Chet, step up. Omnio. Let's go. In turns.
Daniel, I need you to take a powerful blow for me. Roll 2d6 plus your current conditions. As you are hit full force, you see, sort of locked in this grapple with your brother, something pop out of the suit. It looks almost adorably vulpine, fox-like. It looks around, looks at you, makes eye contact with you, and those eyes glow red before it dissolves into a mass of black that fires at you.
All right, so I got a 3. I rolled a 3.
Okay. So go ahead and explain to me how you stand strong from this. But I am going to say that you're going to get knocked off of Corn Dog and sent back, but you will not take any mechanical blows from this.
Okay. Can I use Corn Dog's move, Guard Dog?
That wouldn't have come into effect in this moment. So you can just describe for me what you do in this moment, because it's not your mech line, it's you, Daniel. How did you weather the storm?
So I see this Vulpix with red eyes coming at me. Can I have Corn Dog try to
Corn Dog doesn't do anything. I just want you to describe. Here, I'll just jump in and say that, like, you basically take this hit and it lands in the direct center of your suit. And you can feel what should have punched through that armor.
Got it.
Gets distributed out and away from you, wraps around you, squeezes you ever so slightly before moving on and forward and dissipating out into the world. And you watch as it reappears, reforming Dante's suit. And for just a second, enough of those nanobots came away that you were able to see one eye, angry, but not fully committed to the purpose that you would expect of exterminating you. You see him looking not at you, but out at the rest of the battlefield. Daniel, roll plus superior for me. With a 10, you follow his eye line and you see that where his suit is disappearing, he's not paying attention to you fully. His suit is out, engaging with other students, other Unleashed. You see as one of your classmates, someone else with admittedly not as powerful as Phee's ice powers, fires bursts out, sending shards, icicles into the wave after wave of DRD soldiers. And then she throws her hand out once more. Nothing comes out. She looks down in horror as something that looks just exactly like a scab in the center of her palm begins to spread out and scab over and form and eat the ice power out of her body before she can commit it to her purpose. Daniel, he is once again pulling his punches on you. You have never fought the real Dante, the real Genesis, and you are just aware now of how much he is toying with you, trying to break through to you, not getting rid of you. And for the first time, you understand. Truly understand, Daniel, that if he so chose, he would wipe you and Corn Dog off the map. So what do you want to do?
Did you say that when he shot that nanobot stuff at the girl with the ice powers, it uncovered him a little bit in an area?
His entire suit is actually like dissipating a little bit. It's not as thick as it was when you first encountered him, because he's not just fighting you right now. He's fighting like 5 other people around you and wiping the floor with them while swatting you and trying to talk to you.
Okay. So I'm gonna activate move corn dog grill it, and the teeth that I added from the other mech line back when we fought Corey are gonna form around corn dog's teeth, so it's gonna be super sharp teeth, like grills. And then I'm gonna have corn dog bite Dante in the arm.
Okay. Roll to directly engage a threat. Dante, roll to defend. And Charlie, what are you doing now that you're back above and on the surface again in the midst of this sortie?
I know I need to get to somebody who can help quickly, so I'm running across the battlefield, so to speak. And with my powers being spotty and I'm a little bit frantic right now, I'm kind of like skipping every once in a while, just a couple feet ahead, but that's as far as I'm able to get any faster.
Nice.
I'm also admittedly avoiding Dante in this fight because while I have decided I want to do this fight with my friends, I'm not ready to face him yet.
Go ahead and roll plus superior to me. We'll treat this like a sneak roll, like a stealth roll. To kind of skirt around.
It's a 9.
Beautiful. No notes. Continue.
Could I also, while I'm going, I want to be, like, as I pass guards, tripping them up, like dropping under the ground, coming up to sweep their feet.
Go ahead and roll directly engage a threat for me.
That's a 12.
Oh. Roll again with disadvantage as I use a hard move. Oh, I'm mean, and it's the finale.
That's still a 9.
Okay, roll a d6.
5.
Describe for me how you take 5 of these guards out of the fight as you make your way over across the battlefield to another elemental that you know and are friendly with, named Lakshmi, that is also an earth elemental. Like Daniel.
For the first, I want to use one of, like, I'm going to call it skipping. I want to skip and throw an elbow at one, remembering my move that I learned from Mara. I see 2 up ahead, so I drop under the ground and I come up to grab one of each of their feet and pull them. And then the last 2, I want to kind of do a leap and land a foot on each of their shoulders and face them halfway into the ground. If I may.
I will give you a +1 on your next roll if instead of just phasing them down, you hit them. Okay.
I'll hit him. I'll kick him.
So you land on them, and instead you feel all of those instincts to, like, just sort of phase and do what you always do and keep moving. And then something in the back of your head says, no. Something a little meaner, something well-trained by the physicals around you that says use what you've got and make them remember who you are. You land a couple blows, rattle a couple helmets, and they drop to the ground. And you make your way over to Lakshmi, who is in the midst of a fight, but very eagerly and happily, like, heads back in the direction with you, towards where you know Mara, Phee, and those other students are holed up. How'd we do, Daniel and Dante?
Dante, please, stop this right now. This isn't you, man.
Rolled a 7. But I also want to let you know, Daniel. Daniel. I don't know what you're thinking. The physical elder is dead. The elemental one is next. You're not going to win this. You're weak without me. But with me, we're powerful beyond all measures. Believe me, I could smash you just like everyone else.
I know, Dante. I saw that as soon as you attacked her. That girl with the ice powers. I'm not trying to hurt you either, Dante. I just want you to stop.
You are
this madness
hurting
right
me,
now.
Daniel. Join or die.
Come on, Dante. You know all those stories I read, all those comic books, all those. You could be the hero right now. You don't have to do this. You don't have to be like. all those mad, crazy, insane people.
Insane.
Genesis, you see a pop-up on your HUD. A question. To engage hard move protocol. Locked on to Daniel. It waits for a confirmation.
What do I do?
Do it.
Come on, man. You can, it's not too late. You can stop this. This isn't you. I know this isn't you.
Nancy?
Sir.
Engage.
Yes, sir. And Daniel, in this moment, in this heartbeat, you see your brother, Dante, as all of those nanobots fall away.
Dante.
And he's standing in front of you, bare for just a second. And then all of those bots surge towards you, up and under you, throw you far away from Corndog and your friends, clear across the battlefield 40 feet. Please take 2 conditions of your choice. You are flung away, and the bots slowly come back to Genesis, reform, and cover up the face. Your brother is gone, and only Dante, only Genesis stands here at the center of it all. What conditions did you take, Daniel?
Hopeless and insecure.
That sounds about right. And on that note, we're gonna go back down to the bubble where, Charlie, you are finding it strangely difficult to get back to your friends. You are struggling to phase through this icy shell. But even as you concentrate, Phee, you can actually see Charlie like smushed up on the side of this. You are holding her away effectively because that's how moat works.
What a knock. Hey, you can let me in now!
Oh, Phee. Charlie's back.
You're muted. The bubble doesn't let sound through. So you're just both screaming at each other.
Sorry, come on in now. And I want the barrier to come down.
Sweet. And as it comes down, Charlie, you're able to move back to the group. And even as you're pointing up, all of the earth that was being held at bay begins to rush in towards you. But then like a vacuum, it gets pulled out and away. And you look up and see the night sky. And Lakshmi, an earth elemental, stands at the center of this blast as earth is just shooting up and back and away from her and clearing a path for you all to come through, up and out. You were far farther underground than you actually knew. And if any of you had any sort of claustrophobia, you feel a pang of it as it dissipates and you're able to climb up the loamy soil out. And all of you emerge into a fog of war. Bursts of energy explode all around you, even as the DRD shelling sends geysers of soil into the night air. Rounds of live ammunition continue to whistle past your ears, making you flinch. It's hard to even imagine that this place was once the front lawn of a trumped-up city hall. It is a battlefield now, and you are all in the middle of it.
Greetings, Unleashed. There is no need for alarm. I am Genesis, leader of the DRD. All of what you call Riftside is now under my authority. My forces have infiltrated the area and are surrounding you as we speak. I've already captured the school and taken these Unleashed to holding camps, where their unstable nature can be managed. As for your leaders, well, one is already dead. They were one of your strongest, yes? They held such a terrible power. And they were killed by me, a simple human. The rest of your leaders hide away, leaving you to rot. But don't worry, they won't need to hide in fear for much longer. I'll find them soon, flush them out, and end them just as easily as swatting a gnat. I tell you this not because I want to scare you, but because I need to show you that you truly have no hope. Your rift barrier holds for now, but you have only seen a fraction of my power. It's only a matter of time before the DRD overcomes your defenses like a tsunami. You will be captured, or you will be crushed. You've lived for far too long without any regulation or restraint. By being left unchecked, you have endangered the lives of humans for far too long. I now step in to ensure that humanity's future is safeguarded, to ensure that you, with dangerous powers, do not run rampant, to ensure that you, the Unleashed, will never hurt another person again.
Normally, I give a little establishing shot, describe what looks different, how things are faring for our heroes, but the simple truth is this: the battle rages on and you are no closer to getting to the Elder. And as you all reconvene, circle up in the midst of this fight, a real fight, a fight with stakes, because you see the truth of it now. Mara, you see out of the corner of your vision a friendly face, someone who wasn't with you this whole time because she wasn't captured like the other students were. She was hiding away, safe, at the Mage Sanctum, at the seam of the rift. But Emma is here now, and she looks tentatively at you from across the battlefield, unsure of if she should approach or not.
I'm gonna beckon her over. Well, come on.
She moves through the battlefield, and it's interesting. So many of the other Unleashed are directly using their powers, but she seems to be moving probability, shifting people so that attacks miss, getting them just out of the way, curving their own abilities, hexing them in order to make her way over to the four of you. And sorry to say, right now, Dante, you are otherwise engaged, absolutely wrecking shop. But in this quiet moment, off on the side, Emma waves. Hey, it's not great out here. Hi, are you all okay? I'm sorry. Hi, I have a lot of nervous energy. This is wild. No, calm down. Yeah, that guy
You're gonna need to
shot me,
Emma,
and then I made it not happen anymore.
You know as well as I need to keep a level head right now. Come on.
Yeah, that's definitely what they know me for, a level head. I didn't really hear what's happening. What are we doing?
We're fighting against the DRD. They're back.
Well, yeah, but like, just forever? I mean, we're just gonna be out here until there's just no more of us? I don't understand.
No. Yeah, God.
We're going to get them out tonight. They're not going to be here anymore, Emma. We're fighting for our home.
Okay, well, the elders are probably, well, not the mage elder, but like the other elders are like in there, right? And if you can go get them, like maybe that will help, I think.
That's actually a really good idea.
Okay,
well, it's a really good idea, Emma.
Thank you. Well, okay, how about, we're all fighting out here, but if we can make time for you, we'll make space for you. That one guy over there that's hitting a lot of people really hard, if he won't let you through, we can buy you time. And she points over her shoulder, and you see a couple other students, an elemental with sort of air powers named Teo, and a physical that can kind of grow and control bio armor named Alex, kind of give a little nod. We can buy you time. You guys just have to go. Like, we can't just stay out here forever, you know?
If you guys can do that, we can get in. We can get into that spot, where it was unprotected. Where was it? The western door. Yeah. I can use my magic to get us there pretty quick and undetected.
I can look into the future to make sure that we go the least resistant path too.
Yeah, get in there.
We'll do it really quick, Emma. We'll be back.
It's okay.
Emma, this is awesome of you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You don't even have to stop him, but just avoid him. Keep him distracted.
I'll do whatever it takes. I'm sorry, Mara. And she reaches out and grabs your hand. I'm sorry for earlier. I thought I was doing what was best.
I want to pull her into a hug.
And she hugs you back immediately. And like hugs really tight and kind of does the thing where like her nail, she has like long manicured nails and she kind of digs them into you just a little bit. It's just a little painful. And then as she pulls away, she like leans in to kiss you.
Whoa!
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard that wrong. No, it's okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hey, Emma, you're gay?
I'm sorry. You're right. This is not the time for that. I'm gonna go fight. It's fine. Good luck.
Fee's eyes flicker pink, and she's just very confused. What just happened?
Okay.
No, I didn't even know she was gay until now. I thought that she had a boyfriend.
What the?
It's gonna be awkward later.
I gotta talk to Emma after this.
We gotta talk about this later.
And as you guys take off in that other direction, you see Emma, Teo, and Alex square up with Dante. Hey Dante, it's time to play. And you know who these three aren't? Your brother. And Charlie, even though you haven't seen her in quite some time. It's time to go. And the two flanking this sort of strange looking girl in the center push forward and assume a fighting stance. You can feel a breeze ripple across you coming from the young man on the left. And the person on the right raises their fist towards you, and you see a scaly, dark gray skin form over their knuckles. As they bounce back and forth, all 6'10" of them getting ready to attack. So what do you want to do, Dante?
Little birdies want to play.
What are you, like a dude in a tin can? I'm not worried about... Anyway, you should see some of your other soldier friends out in the field, but I'll hit you like I hit them. And Alex is gonna lunge forward towards you and attempt to swing.
Wield my powers.
Okay, before you do that, what do you want to do here? You have a special option. because they are going to hit you. So do you want to defend against that, or let the hit come and let your nanobots and all of their super special powers do the thing that they were built to do and learn?
I am going to allow them to think they have an advantage and attack me.
Beautiful. The last thing you four see as you go over is Alex surging forward and lands like a haymaker Superman hit to the center of Dante's chest. You see his fists are up, and then he leans forward to take it. And as that impact, you feel like you could almost feel it. You know you hear it, that thud, that resonance. And yet you see what you've seen so many times before, especially you, Daniel, because you fought with him the longest. Go ahead and roll to wield your powers for me. Dante. Genesis.
I rolled a 10.
Beautiful. With a 10. Go ahead and choose 2 from the wield your power list.
Would like to neutralize an opponent or threat.
Okay. And what else?
Nancy, what do you recommend?
Hold him, sir. Make an example of them.
Let's initiate. Engage.
And as you take a hold of something vulnerable to you, those nanobots that were surging like a sticky liquid, like the Venom symbiote, freeze in place. And you see Alex try desperately to pull their hand back, but they can't. Until they pull so hard that they do. Because the nanobots have ripped all of that bio armor clean away from their skin. They dissolve it, pull it into you. Your field of view, Genesis, in this moment is surging with data about how bio armor works, how to think about replicating that in the future, the applications, the chemistry, the anatomy, the physiology of it all. Beautiful data, human ingenuity at its finest. And as Alex looks down at their hand, pink, scarred, ripped away cleanly like a terrible sunburn, you neutralize your opponent. They try to form another massive shard like a knuckle duster over their fist, and the blow doesn't even land. The armor dissolves off of their fist, and they look down and see the minute movings of nanobots. And they scream in horror at the realization that they are covered with a million tiny bugs, learning and destroying everything that makes them special as they go. Would you like to use a hard move to go again, Genesis?
I'm going to use a hard move and make an example of this loser.
That's a very good idea. Please roll to overwhelm a vulnerable foe for me.
I rolled a 9, excuse me.
Oh, that'll do. On a 7 to 9, go ahead. No, don't worry about that. Because I know you're going to hurt your foe more than you intended. So why don't you just tell me what happens to Alex, Genesis?
As Alex looks up at me, I look deep into his eyes. And I thank him for the gift of information and his life.
Them.
Excuse me, them.
Them.
I thank them for the gift of the information and their life. My hand turns into a large, bear-like paw. Opaque.
No.
And I lean back and I smile and I enjoy every minute of my hand engorging them straight through their heart.
Alex doesn't even scream. But you feel all 610 of them, mass beyond expectation, so heavy, so full of promise and potential. And hot, sticky blood flowing over your hand, over your armor, down your arm. And then the bleeding stops, because the heart stops. And you retract those claws and let Alex's body slump down to the ground and give a little look. Oh, if they could only see your face now, Genesis. They are watching you with abject horror. Teo and Emma. You see, Nancy's been working very hard this whole time and has dug into the student records, and you now have a full loadout of their kit. Teo is an air elemental, and Emma is a mage. Now, mages are weird because their powers don't make sense. They're volatile. They are unnatural. But it says hexes. What could that mean? But information is power to you, Genesis. And as Teo surges forward and attempts to knock you off of your feet with a massive gust of air, I need you to roll to defend yourself.
Rolled a 7.
A 7 is a mixed success. So here's what I'm going to do. You can either let this hit land and you get knocked 10 feet away. It's not going to look great. And you're all about looking great, Genesis. Or mark a condition. And the blow didn't land. And I'll let you go next. What do you want to do?
Because I'm making an example of these losers, I'm going to take a condition.
What condition do you want to mark, Genesis?
Guilty. I feel bad that I'm having to do this to children.
Why don't we just go with overwhelm a vulnerable foe for me? Attack Teo. Take this little airbender off the board for me.
Nancy.
Yes, sir.
With the information you received, what's the fastest way to get rid of this trash?
Oh, countermeasures, sir. All I need is a confirmation, and I'll take care of it for you. No need to worry. They are quite manageable.
Please, do so at your own will.
Yes, sir. And you don't move, and you don't feel anything change or shift about your suit. But Nancy reaches out to 2 of those burrowers, and they pop out of the ground, grabbing each of Teo's legs. And in his surprise, he's not ready. He's unsure. And in that moment of hesitation, you feel your arm surge forward, and a massive 6-foot spike impales Teo through the neck. You don't even bother watching him drop. You're just looking at Emma because she's beginning to act. You see swirls of massive green energy around her, tears streaming out of her eyes. And the volume of your suit has gone down a little bit because you don't care what she's screaming, but you know from the redness of her cheeks that she's screaming herself hoarse. And for what reason? And in a fun change of fate, I would love it, Genesis, if you took a power, because Emma's not stupid, and she knows that if she hits you with her power, you'll learn. Something about your suit learns. So she's not going to hit you with her powers. She's going to hit you with the light pole behind you.
I rolled a 5.
Nicely done. So that counts as a miss. Go ahead and mark potential.
Oh, that's good.
But go explain to me how you stand strong through this as a massive light pole comes crashing down on you, pulled by Emma's hex magic.
So I see Emma's hex magic happening in front of me, and an alert shines from Nancy in my suit, stating that there is a projectile coming my way. Without even looking back, Nancy emerges from the back of the head in one large fist and catches the pole and knocks it to the side. And
You're a monster!
Am I? And you're a witch.
How do you know my name?
Emma. I said Emma.
Doesn't matter.
But your name is Emma. Okay. Excellent. You're a witch, Emma. You're a witch. A little witch. And I appreciate your power. I do. Seems to be more dangerous than I thought. You seem to be pretty intelligent. What tricks do you have up your sleeve?
I've got enough tricks to handle you, you monster. And she's going to cast, and you see a mote of green light whip around you. And it catches one of the DRD bullets, and it moves it, changes its trajectory, and it's going to clip you in the shoulder. And it scatters some of your nanobots. And she sees a little line of red across the skin of your shoulder. And you see her smirk with that arrogance that all mages have deep down inside. And even as the suit reforms and she's startled and worried about that, she can't help but smile. So you can bleed then. All right, let's go. What's your name again? You have me at a disadvantage, but not anymore.
If I tell you my name, you're going to die. Do you still want to know my name?
It only seems fair. I already died of embarrassment 2 minutes ago, so we're good. I'm basically just a weird ghost now. She's gonna try to hit you with her power again. Go ahead and roll to defend.
Rolling to defend. I got a 7.
Okay, with a 7, go ahead and mark one more condition for me. As she literally slams you with an entire, DRD soldier.
I'm gonna mark insecure because she actually got a hit off on me.
Yeah. But that arrogance, you see it, you understand that better than almost anyone. Dante, it's your turn to go. What do you want to do?
Emma. I'm having fun playing with you, but this game's gotta end soon.
You're talking a lot of mess from someone that's on the ground right now.
But I believe I have the advantage.
How so?
Wow. While you were playing your little cheat tricks, I've set Mel to shoot some missiles at you.
And in that heartbeat where you see her mouth the word Mel, please roll to overwhelm a vulnerable foe. Because you got a hit in. And man, they must not get ESPN or enough Google to know that rope-a-dope is a real stupid way to go out.
I rolled a 9. In German, that
Would you
means
like to
no.
use a hard move?
Yeah.
I have several.
Let's see here. I'm feeling a little frisky. I think I want to smash him.
Okay. Well, she doesn't get to roll against that because that's not how hard moves work. And maybe if it was a fair fight, she would have stood a chance. She was doing really well. But you're Genesis, the head of the DRD, and she's just a little witch, buying time for her friends. So Genesis, I need you to tell me how you kill Emma.
As I get to my feet, I say, Emma. I appreciate your power. Another time, another place. I may have had a use for you, but unfortunately, you'll be disposed of. Abracadabra. And I'm going to shoot all the missiles I have from my Onyx Fox, as well as run directly at her and pin her down with, I would like to pin her down with both arms as the explosions are happening and shield myself and watch her disintegrate in my arms.
You can feel the impacts from those missiles resonate against you, dispersed across the nanobots bent to your purpose. And she looks, her eyes flitting back and forth. She can't see your eyes. You are just a black mask of death over her. And they keep twitching back and forth. And they get a little slower until they stop, frozen, staring at you, Dante, in a rictus of horror and confusion and regret. A life spent far too soon. But as you laugh and stand up once more, your victories slumped around you. We move back to our core 4, headed for the western door. So, how are you getting around the fight and over to the underdefended side of the building?
I'd like to be using my visions to see a few seconds ahead to get like the clearest path with the least resistance.
Go ahead and roll plus superior for me. This works no matter what. We're just going to see like what extra information we can give you on top of that.
Superior. Got a 7.
Nice. There is so much happening. There are so many variables, and the world is just a mass of probabilities at this point. But you're able to clear a path. You see enemies getting thrown into your path, and you're able to, with just a half a second to spare, navigate around. If you would like to, I will allow that you make it to the side door without any conflict and direct engagement.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Okay. So you get over there. But there are still a couple guards at the door. How do you want to handle them? Fam? 4.
This is all of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it me?
You're all there.
Okay.
Oh, and with a 7, a mixed success. I want you to know, Mara, that even though it wasn't what you were looking for, it's important to you, this vision. Your friend, as she died, you see those last moments as the light leaves her eyes. So what do you all want to do?
Can I hop on Corn Dog, activate its grills, and attack the guards a little too violently than I realize that I've ever done before?
Ooh, I like that a lot. Go ahead and roll to directly engage a threat, and I'll give you advantage. You're not yourself right now. Or maybe, if Dante's to be believed, you are absolutely yourself right now, Daniel Chill.
9.
Would you like to use a +3? Because that's only a mixed success.
Yes.
All right. With a 12. Let's see. There's a cost here. But I want you to tell me what it is as you clear the field of all 4 guards. But what's the one thing that you didn't want to happen in this moment, Daniel? And why did you let it happen?
I have Corn Dog run at them before I let the group decide what to do. And thinking about everything that Dante has done, I have Corn Dog bite and slash the guards, and some of them are being slashed so much that I don't think that they'll be able to use some of their arms correctly anymore after this. Maybe even legs.
I want you to choose for me, Daniel. Maim all 4 or kill 1. Your call.
Maim all 4.
Noted. Their suits cover up the sounds of their screams. But you know that you have done more damage than you have ever done before. But the way is clear.
All right, guys, the way is clear. Let's go. We have to, Phee, you have to go in the western door, right? This is it?
Yeah, this is it. Are you okay, Daniel?
Phee, I need to talk to you.
What?
When you escaped before, you didn't just hurt those guards, right? They didn't make it, did they?
No, they died.
How did that feel?
Like a part of me died.
But you had to do it, right?
Yeah.
You had to do it, or else Mara would have gotten killed, you would have gotten killed, and the elders would have gotten killed.
Yes, I had to do it, okay? Whoa. Please stop. You're scaring me.
Listen, I thought I could talk to my brother. I thought I could get through to him, but when I was talking to him, Dante's not there anymore. That wasn't my brother.
Are you saying there's only one way this ends?
Maybe what you did was right in some way. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe there's no such thing as heroes and villains. Maybe there's no such thing as these stupid comic books.
I want to put my hand on his shoulder and comfort him and let him know that we're doing the best that we can right now. And we are heroes. And we'll cross that bridge when we get there, okay? Fight's not over.
Go ahead and roll comfort or support. With advantage.
While that's happening, do I notice that Mara's like a little bit... Something happened?
Why don't you roll to pierce the mask?
I got a 9.
Nice. With a 9, go ahead. Daniel, you can clear a single condition.
Oof.
Stay focused. Don't let him get in your head. We're gonna win this, all right?
Right, Phee.
Do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
Can we go ahead and move through the door?
1 sec, really quickly. I just want to check in with Charlie.
I rolled a 7.
7 counts. So, yeah, you see that Mara's disposition has darkened noticeably.
Mara, what happened? You saw something, didn't you?
He killed her, Charlie.
Who?
Without any mercy. She's gone. Emma's gone.
What about the others? Do you know if they made it?
I don't want to look.
Do we all hear
I'm
this?
so sorry.
No, you are. This is happening while you and Daniel were having the conversation.
I want to bring Mara in for a hug.
Go ahead and roll comfort or support. With advantage.
10.
You may both clear 1 condition. If you so choose.
I'd like to not clear my anger, please.
Mara, take a +1 forward until I tell you otherwise.
We have to keep going. We have to make that mean something for Emma.
Yeah. You're right. Let's kill this guy.
The way is clear and you can move inside. Phee, do you do so?
Yes.
As you all enter the room, please make a superior roll. Highest roll gets the information first. And misses are just ammo for me.
6.
Ooh, that's 1 for me.
I got a 2.
Oh, thank you.
Go for low.
Nice. What about you, Charlie?
I got
1 more
6.
for your girl? Oh my god, thank you all. You're so sweet.
You're welcome.
Daniel, in this moment of clarity, you are the first and potentially only one that notices. Looking across the lobby, you actually see soldiers carrying these long stretchers with sheets covered entirely over their body, moving towards a big side like service door, loading whatever these are into transport and directing them. You see at the far end of this glass and fluorescently lit lobby is Lina, tablet in hand, like you do. What do you want to do?
Corn Dog, activate Hush Puppies. So I'm gonna have Corn Dog go into stealth, like pounce mode, to try to like sneak up on them.
Go ahead and roll to unleash your powers with disadvantage, because this is something new.
Five.
With a 5, it sneaks up and it is silent. And yet, you see Lina's eyes look up and forward. And she does it, like Corn Dog continues to sneak. And she just looks up and her voice, even though she's not yelling, projects across the room. Well, your particular mech lion may no longer be part of my net. Please don't think I would hesitate to take it and you offline, Mr. Cho. What do you want to do? Do you want to continue having Corn Dog try to attack?
Yeah. Lina, I'm done listening to your... I'm done listening to
language,
all that.
Danny. You don't have to resort to vulgarities here. We're all friends. And as Corn Dog pounces, go ahead and roll to directly engage a threat. Nice. That is a very good roll. Corn Dog is very good at his job. But there's something that only Charlie and Phee here would recognize. The unfortunate miss of a perfect hit as Corn Dog crumples into an unseen wall, marked only by a flash of light 4 feet ahead of her. Corn Dog loses 1 hit point. Daniel. And she just slowly smiles and then looks at you, Phee, and holds your gaze, Charlie, and gives a little nod. And mouths the words hard light. Gives a little wink. So are we still committed to trying to attack me? Because if I'm being super honest, I'm not your brother, and I don't care about keeping you alive at all. I think your usefulness is all but taken. And I would have done much, much worse than I did to Miss King and Phee, no last name given, if I had had the time earlier tonight. And she looks over and checks her watch and makes a little impatient noise in the back of her throat. Go ahead, Daniel.
I believe you. And then I tell Corn Dog to shoot the sticks at the guards that are carrying the bodies away.
Okay, go ahead and roll to directly engage a threat with advantage.
Did Lina just threaten Phee?
100%.
Cool.
1,000%.
Mara's for sure gonna hurdle some big boy energy at her right now.
Yeah, do it. Go ahead and directly engage a threat for me, please, and thank you.
I got 8.
Nice. Go ahead and give me 1 from the directly engage a threat list, Daniel. And then we'll resolve yours in a second, Mara.
Cool. I have several +1s that I've been holding. Do those stack? I'm just wondering.
I think some of them were like single use, but you do have a +1 forward that stays around.
+1 forward and then a plus another. So
we'll say you have a +2, like just kind of floating around in the ether.
Cool. I will. Then that gives me a 10 if I use a +3. I'd love to do that.
Yeah. What does it look like? Whatever you're hurtling at her. And then I really respect you as a role player. So why don't you describe for me what Mara's face looks like when it doesn't hit?
It's just like raw energy. It's constantly like going between blades and other forms of offensive attack because she's not in the right mindset to decide on just one at this point. And it just hurtles towards Lina. And when it doesn't hit her, Mara's going to like steel herself and get ready to go again. Because this has never happened before. And she's gonna look absolutely livid about this.
So it once again crashes against that flash of light far away from her. And even as like the green glow continues to slam into it, you see her peek around from the side. Just blow you a little kiss, Mara. And
I want to step in front of that kiss and do this. And then look and tell Mara, like, you can't, I used my most powerful move on her. You can't stop her. Don't waste your time or your energy. Also, why is everyone trying to kiss you right now? You're only kissing me, right?
You always want what you can't have, Phee. I think that's just getting to everyone.
I didn't realize what I was doing, but now I've committed to it, and I'm so sorry. Daniel, I have to note that a mech I respect has intervened and has kept that first hit point from being taken from Corndog. So he crumples against it, but you see his body like shift around the hard light wall. And he comes away from it, sort of adjusting his face back into his corndog-like shape. But he is not harmed. You're welcome.
I love it, Mir.
All right. So, what did you get? Oh, so what did you pick from the directly engage a threat list, Daniel?
Take something from them.
Okay. And what you take is their ability to focus on what they're doing as those exploding quills land in and detonate. And there's some concussive bursts to it, but it's mostly just flashbangs and confusion as they drop all of those stretchers to the ground and kind of move back and start reaching for their guns. And Lina goes, we don't have time for this. God, we never have time for this. But that's okay, because I have enough foresight to know that it is more important to forego a couple prime specimens in order to preserve human life. So get in the car, soldiers. We have go. And the soldiers sort of like hesitate and they sort of limp towards that cargo door and into the transport. And Lina slides something up on her tablet, and those stretchers covered all the way over with sheets. You see a humanoid body begin to rise, pull itself free. And the 3 stretchers contain Trevor, 17 for now, your old Trevor, and 2 other chipped teens. Their eyes are dead, and they push themselves to standing and interpose themselves between the 5 of you and Lina, who is making her escape. And as we gear up for that little battle, we cut to Lina, who is making a call to Dante out on the battlefield as she gets ready to go. Sir.
What is it, Lina?
Your little projects have made their way into the building.
Wow. They're a lot stronger than I imagined. What do you think we should do?
Yes, sir. I think that whatever you're doing out there is a distraction, and it would behoove you to get back here and protect the asset while I move towards the rift with our material. Sir.
Our material. Good. Okay.
Would you like me to have the device delivered to you before you go, sir?
Lina, this is a hard decision to make. But it looks like
I understand. Ooh, I wouldn't call it losing. I'd say that this is a special opportunity for field testing. And I know, sir, we've had so many conversations about how to fix the fusion rate so that we can get results closer to you and your suit. But, you know, we're in a bit of a bind right now.
How many lives are we looking to lose?
I mean, important ones? Like 100? I don't know. I'm sure it's fine, and they will probably enjoy having that tech on them all the time. I don't know, sir. Just do it. And you can see in your HUD vision, a soldier is coming out with a massive crate, drops in front of you, Dante, salutes, and then goes back to fighting.
Lina, I love your poise. Doing fantastic, right?
Thank you, sir. You too, probably.
Stand tall. Stand strong.
Was that a short? And you hear it like click out as she was asking if that was a short joke. To no one in particular. You don't see that two of the soldiers that were listening in on the other half of the conversation kind of like shrug and nod. And Dante, you are left with a massive wooden crate in front of you. The device. Untested, unready, but powerful nonetheless. You need to get back to the building. You need to protect that elder. You know that that's what they're going for. But the choice is always yours. What do you want to do?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Your hands turn back into long, tactile spikes and easily pry into the wood of the crate and pull it loose, and it flies over your shoulder with a flick of your wrist. And inside this device, this material that's talked about in only hushed whispers, is just a big plastic bucket of jet black goo. This is your last chance to not let Pandora's box open. So I'll ask you one more time, just as Nancy flashed her HUD, asking you for confirmation for activating the device. What do you want to do, Genesis?
Engage.
You pry open the tub, and as you say engage, Nancy goes to work, activating a massive bucket of nanobots. Now, these aren't yours. They are not bound to you, not attuned to you. They are feral, unstable, unruly, and it's like they evaporate the moment they are exposed to the air. And you see in a concentric circle moving out away from you. All of your soldiers start to freeze up. You can hear them screaming within their own suits, and you just turn that little slider down. It'll all be over in a second as they hold out their hands and what were once fingers begin to cover over with that sticky, viscous, symbiotic nanotech and build what looks like little cannons, little protrusions. They look awful. They're not consistent or symmetrical. They're not beautiful, but they are lethal. And the first soldier to stop screaming, well, she looks down at her hands, mutters that this goes through the suit, that these are her hands now, and shakes it off and lunges viciously at the closest unleashed, one of the teachers from the mage school. And even as he uses his voice to speak a spell, you watch her grab the light out of the air and crush it in her fist, and she laughs. Genesis, you recognize that laugh as the other hand slowly covers his mouth, and the green light only peeks out a little bit between her fingertips. And you see her fist close, and you don't bother to look at the ruined mess beneath her grip. These nanobots are equipped with what you can do. The nanites that learn, that absorb ability and negate it. Your soldiers are corrupted cyborgs. You'll have to come up with a better way to spin that later, but for now, you have turned tide of this fight, and you look on at all you have wrought, Genesis, proudly as we move back inside, as the four of you and Corndog face off against Trevor and a couple other unleashed kids. So what do you want to do? Because Trevor's about to unleash his powers.
Trevor, is that you? I thought you died.
Do I know of Trevor's powers?
Go ahead and
Outside
roll.
of just him being baby, old, teen, baby.
Stop it! Those are accidents. Go ahead and roll plus superior for me. You still have your ongoing +1.
Cool. 7.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You're not super clear, but you know that every time Trevor's age has changed, that is an unfortunate misfire on his power set. Trevor's power isn't that he can change his age. Trevor is one of the most volatile and uncontrollable and powerful kinds of mages. Mara, he is a time mage. And if he's let off of his leash, you don't even know what that would look like if you would even be aware of him using his power on you. And that realization sends a thrill of panic through your body.
Mars, just me, or there's something wrong with Trevor.
They're in a room? What is like
you guys are all standing in like the glass-bound lobby at the bottom of the it's like a city hall, like civic center.
Okay.
So you're kind of just in like a spread out little lobby area.
I'd like to relay that information to the group, but in like a really concise way. Like, Trevor, time age, watch out. Be real careful.
We want to kill our friends. We're probably going to have to pull these chips out, and I don't think we have time to numb them. So we're going to have to knock them out.
Charlie, go ahead and roll plus superior for me.
Ew.
9.
Okay, with a 9, you know that the two people flanking Trevor are, they're twins. This is weird because there's really only one of them. This is a physical kid that can multiply himself, but he always prefers to be a twin. 6'5".
Do I know his name?
220. They both respond to Matt.
Well,
they have like long hair and dreadlocks, and they're just physical specimens. Like these are like, they would, like in a normal environment, these are like just high level high school athletes.
Okay. That one, those two are Matt's.
Matt's.
I think if we take one out, it'll take out the other one.
Hope you picked the
Which
right
one
one.
do we take out?
Oh, I don't know. Punch them both and find out.
There you go. I will let you guys go first.
I
Wow.
want to.
How generous.
You're welcome.
I want to
Because
go
I
for one
love
of the
you.
mats.
Okay. Left or right?
Left.
Can I tag team this with her?
Oh. How would you like to help out?
While she punches the left, I'd like to punch the right with like a frozen fist.
I would like to find Trevor, because I know most mages use their hands to cast spells.
Mm-hmm.
I've never really seen him use his time magic, but I'm just gonna take an educated guess and try to like bind him from using any kind of physical spell type thing.
Okay.
While they do this.
Perfect. Then I'll have the three of you roll. Daniel, do you want to get on this like rush attack too, or nah?
Yeah. So I'm gonna assist Mara in her binding, and I'm going to have Corn Dog also wrap his tail around him, around Trevor, also bind him.
Okay. Go ahead, everyone. The two that are doing a hit, please roll to directly engage a threat. The two that are trying to bind Trevor, go ahead and roll to unleash your powers.
Perfect. I got an 11. Actually, a 12 with my +1.
Ooh, that's really good.
I got an 11.
Nice.
I got a 12.
Nice.
I got
Daniel?
a 4.
Ooh.
We have a +1.
Oh, we do?
Oh, we got a +3?
You want to use it? Hey, Daniel, can I tell you a secret?
Yes.
I have a lot of hard moves, and I wouldn't bother wasting it. But do you want to use it? You can use it. It's just probably going to feel bad in a second.
Yo, team, I got a vision. And
If you use it, she doesn't get another hard move though. Right? Is that how that works?
Do you know how many hard moves I have? Y'all have rolled pretty swingy tonight.
what are we thinking? Should we
I don't even need them from chat. Chat should give me some because spicy moves are fun. But I don't need them. You guys have given me plenty ammoed up on your own.
Let's keep our +3.
keep it?
We'll keep it.
No, Daniel. You don't have to metagame. You decide. You want to turn that 4 into a 7? Maybe it'll be enough to work. Maybe.
You know, I put the thrifty in Rifty, so I'm going to save it. I'll keep it 4. I'm a save a little bit of that.
Okay, so both of my girls in the back dealing with my bootleg Winklevoss twins, you both land your hits and knock them staggering back. And they seem to react in the same way to those hits and sort of shake themselves back into standing and start to knuckle up. Their eyes are clouded, unfocused. They don't really see you. They are responding on reflex. And as they both go to attack you, Trevor, you both lunged, all three of you actually, if we count Corn Dog, lunge towards Trevor in order to bind him. But you said it yourself, you've never seen how he casts, and no, Mara, he doesn't have to use hands. That's only some of you. Maybe that's the reason he keeps letting little flashbacks happen. He's trying some advanced stuff. And here's my little gift to you from earlier, Mara. You can stay awake as you see everyone in this room freeze. Even yourself. Except for Trevor, who then steps forward, looks at you and Daniel, walks around, and who should I hit? How about Charlie? Because Charlie can't phase right now, because she's frozen in time. And I'm gonna have Mara watch as Charlie takes a powerful blow, and you have to roll with advantage. Roll 3d6. With what ability? because you're just standing and watching. Roll 3d6. Take the 2 higher ones, Charlie King.
10.
So why don't you pick 1 for me from the 10 plus list?
Mara, what the hell is this?
You are not aware of what's happening, Daniel.
You're frozen.
It's just Mara living this particularly funky little scenario out.
Oh my. Ooh, I'd like to lose control of my powers in a terrible way.
I am so happy you picked that. Thank you very much. You take no additional conditions. But the moment Trevor makes contact with you, he just punches you. He's not good at punching. You can feel, even though you're not aware of what's happening, Charlie, because you are not like in this time moment, you somehow know that he's like knuckled up a weird way and is like breaking his own hand trying to hit you. But as it hits, as that like energy ricochets through you, it excites the atoms in your body and you feel yourself go to gold. That's the best way to describe it, all at once. And without control, without thought, your body, your mind reaches out to the atoms around you. And it detonates the space. And I need all 3 of you, all 4, including Corndog. You're all going to take a condition. Corndog's going to lose a hit point, as you are all in the blast radius of Charlie losing control of her powers in a terrible way. But it hits the Mats and Trevor too, and knocks Trevor's concentration off. And when you guys all come back up to speed again, Trevor stands in front of you, a 40-year-old man.
Did somebody punch me?
Ow, my hand. Oh, that hurts so much. What is wrong with you? What did you do?
We got our punching culprit right over there.
All right, what do you guys want to do? It's your turn.
Can I punch Trevor?
Yes. Go ahead and roll.
I'm also going to run over and elbow Trevor.
All right. Okay, that's 2 for Trevor.
I'd like to kick Trevor.
What's happening right now?
All right, Charlie, what are you going to do?
I'll hit Trevor, sure.
Okay, everyone's going to hit Trevor, so why don't we all roll to directly engage a threat with advantage? Since you all have turned and decided that punching a 40-year-old man is a good idea. Just rude. You have to learn to respect your elders.
I got a 13.
And respect us.
Oh, and
beautiful.
I punch his teeth out.
I got a 10.
Wait, is it
aim for his teeth, Phee?
Is a punch?
I'd like to kick the back of his knees to make him fall forward.
All right. What do you think, Daniel?
Is a punch plus danger plus freak? I forget.
It's plus danger.
Okay, I got 9.
Nice. Charlie?
I got a 14.
Oh my god.
As I go to punch, I want to say, "No one punches my friend!" And then do my punch.
Okay. Daniel, where are you aiming? This poor 40-year-old whose back just hurts for no reason.
In his back. I see.
As I kick him,
his back.
I'd like to say, I liked you better when you were a baby.
Wow, we're going.
Okay. Anyone else got a pithy one-liner? I'm gonna let you take Trevor off the board with this dog pile.
I'm gonna say with my move, time for a nap, and I want to elbow him from the top of the head.
And you elbow him from the top, and the moment he hits the ground, I need everyone to roll plus freak for me.
Beating a baby man.
I got an 8.
An old man.
I got a 9.
10.
I got 12.
Ooh. Nice. Okay, you all rolled hits, so you can all be aware of this as it happens. And it's a little strange because you all feel like this pulse of time through you, and you're not aware of the time as it passes. More of just an understanding that like he doesn't control his power very well. And when you look back down at him, he is a baby again. He took your notes and is now just a sad baby crying on the ground. And you look out and you see the first rays of dawn, as if you have pushed through. But time has frozen all around you. Everything stopped for like 4 hours.
Whoa.
Whoa.
How do you guys want to deal with the mats?
Oh, the mats are still up, huh?
They're still up.
Are they frozen? No, time's passed.
They're shaking it off. They shake it off a little slower than you.
Okay.
And then look down, are confused about a baby, but are chipped and therefore don't really have a thing to do or say about it.
Mm.
If only one mat chipped, so is there a way to possibly get through to another one who is not necessarily chipped? Is there a weaker connection to that person?
Oh, interesting. Go ahead and roll plus superior to see if you can see evidence of chipping on one of them.
Yeah. All right. I
this.
have some experience with Fritos. We got 7 plus, not a 0. We got a 7.
A 7 is a hit.
Hell yeah.
So you decide for me. What does it look like? Are they both chipped? Is it a mirror or only one of them chipped? What's up?
Right. That's my question.
Okay, I was going to let you decide, but that's fine. Okay.
Oh.
Right mat is the only one chipped. And you actually see it kind of behind its ear. And you can see little bitty tendrils, hard veins sort of under his skin. Right. But it hasn't been there that long, so it's not as deeply ingrained as Frito was in you, Daniel. It would take a lot more time for that to take effect.
Okay.
Oh.
Can I do something?
Yes.
Thank you, DM. Yes, you can. What do you want to do, Charlie?
I want to distract so that while they're figuring out what to do, I have him distracted with my move. Are you watching closely?
Ooh, I like that a lot. Okay, is there a roll associated with that move?
Yep, I roll plus superior.
Nice.
Which would be a 7.
Okay.
So I get to choose things. Mm-hmm. I get to choose 2. I would like to confuse them for some time and get an opportunity.
You said him. You said you were going to distract one of them.
Ooh.
Are you trying to distract both? Because it'll make you reroll with disadvantage.
Ooh.
Or are you just distracting the one with the chip in him?
I want to roll again to distract both.
Okay.
With disadvantage.
So roll one more die.
By some miracle, I rolled a 10 now.
No. Just roll one more die. You have to add 1 to that bad roll you had before. You don't get a chance to do better. That's wild.
Yeah. What was my roll before?
A 7.
Okay, that means I rolled a 5. Ooh, okay. So I rolled a 5 now.
Okay. I'm gonna let this.
We do.
Oh.
I would love to use a +3 for this to distract them both. You get an 8.
Okay. All right. An 8 comes with a cost, though. That is a mixed success.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and pick 2 from the list.
I want to confuse them and get an opportunity.
Okay. Perfect. So, yeah. What does that look like, Charlie?
The way I wanted to distract them was using my skipping to just be zipping around the room and constantly tapping their shoulders. Hey, look over here. What about over here? And then just be in a circle.
Nice.
Plugging them.
Okay. You all see Charlie go into her literal dance. And the mats are struggling to keep their eyes and sort of swinging ineffectually after her. Who would like to go?
Would it
give it this opportunity?
Possible to use my burn move, snatch, to try and remove the chip from one of the mats, or the mat with the chip in it?
Yeah. I'm gonna make you re-roll your burn because it's been a hot second since you used the last one.
Okay. That's 12.
Perfect. Yep.
Sweet.
So yeah, go ahead and describe for me what that looks like. I don't think there's a roll associated with snatch. You just do it.
No, there isn't. Yeah, you just do it. I'd like to it's not escape, but just propel myself super quickly, and my feet kind of do a quick sliding ice move. And on my fingertips, I want my nails to have ice on them, little sharp ice. to go in right behind the ear and cut the skin and pull out the chip. It's gonna be pretty gross, but
it's actually, that's the thing, it's not that gross because that chip is really fresh. Ooh. So like where you go to grab isn't even like a closed wound yet. You're kind of just like, sorry, in a kind of gross description, content warning, you basically like pop the stitches and grab the chip out and then can kind of just tap it back.
And okay, I want to take the chip out, but then could I like flick an ice to like seal it back? Because it's kind of gross.
I mean,
it's like a little stitch.
If I tell you it's not really gonna like
do
bleed
anything
that much, if you try to add icicle to this, I'm gonna make you roll for it, and so there's a chance for failure.
Okay, it's fine. I got it.
Yeah. You can kind of just do like a little pat with your finger, and it acts like putting an ice cube on it, and just kind of calms it down. It just wasn't gonna be that messy to begin with.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I got the chip! And I'll throw it on the ground and smush it and be like grossed out, like
Sweet. I am gonna use my hard moves though, because I do have them. Mara, there's blood. And it's uncanny how much you are focused on like kind of keeping the lay of land straight and figuring out what to do next as your friends are super effective at dealing with this threat, and you're kind of staring down at baby Trevor, wondering like, did I do this? Did I tell you to be a baby and you're a baby now? And yet some sort of seeing without seeing, you are aware of a source of power. And your mind can see that little trickle of blood behind the real Matt's ear. And your mind can also see the chip in Fee's hand. That's all. You don't have to do anything about it.
I'm gonna take it off. Go back to looking at baby Trevor.
Daniel, can you roll plus superior for me? It's a assess a situation move, but I will give you the first thing, 5. A bit of information before you can ask for follow-up questions.
5.
Oh, a 5. That's not going to get you very much of anything unless you use a +3. But you don't have to. You could fail the roll and give me another hard move.
What are we thinking, guys?
Oh, it's not a group decision. I'm asking you.
Okay, no, I'll just keep it 5.
Okay, with a 5, what you notice, sort of beyond the situation that seems like it's under control, is beyond that glass in the lobby. You can look out and see the fight from the other side. And Daniel, there's no way about it. Your side's losing by a lot. You no longer see the surges of power from your friends. Just soldiers moving unimpeded, unobstructed through the field. And you know what you don't see anymore.
Guys, I don't see him.
What?
We've lost Genesis. Where did he go?
The live feed has begun. Now all of Riftside can be a witness. I don't enjoy this. I tried to give them mercy. I tried to give you mercy. You understand that?
I understand that you believe you know what mercy is. Those are children down there, dying for their right to live as themselves. They did nothing to you. You invaded their home.
You think you're a gifted metahuman, better than the rest. But you're a coward. This isn't their home. This is a magical fantasy land that you and your kind created because you were too afraid to deal with the consequences of what or who you are.
Perhaps. But what about you? Will you be able to deal with the consequences of what you are?
You see, the thing is, Supreme Elder,
You're not gonna have the time to stick around to find out. Enough. Let's finish this.
Listen to me. Your elemental elder is dead. You, your reckless actions, have killed him. Now, more of you are dying. Even more will die! Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Now I'm offering you mercy. You can stop. Now. You might live. But no matter what action you take, know this. You won't win. You will never be prepared, or as I will.
And as the intercom goes dead, I need all 4 of you to take a condition. Because you know he is telling you the actual, absolute truth. You all know that if he is speaking to you, he somehow went from the center of the battlefield back up to the top of the council chambers. So you know where he is, and your way is clear now. The lobby is secure. The elevator bank is off to your left. So what are you all going to do?
I told Phee this, but I tried talking to my brother. I tried fighting him. I saw him head on. He's not going to stop. He's not there anymore. And as great as Corndog is, there's nothing that can get past this crazy nanotech armor that I didn't even know he was developing. There's nothing that can get past that.
There's something. There's something that can get past it. But people are dying. I don't think we have a choice. I think we need to combine our powers. All three of us. I don't know if we'll make it. I don't know who will be affected by it, but I think that is the only way we are going to stop him.
That's the one thing that we said we wouldn't do.
That's the one thing.
We saw how big of an explosion only 2 powers combine. All 3 of you guys. That would cause this devastation. But
if we don't,
it is. Look outside. We're already there. We're past that point. People are.
Don't do it. More people are gonna die. The rift is gonna fall.
And he'll go for more than just the rift after that.
We'll go for everyone.
You guys will die. Are you guys willing to do that?
My life for everyone in the rift? Absolutely. Are you kidding?
It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
I'll do it. To save everyone.
Daniel, how many conditions do you have right now?
5.
So you're maxed out.
Yeah.
You have shouldered an unbelievable burden. You are watching your last bit of blood family in the world try to tear down the lives of your friends and everyone you know here. You have been a literal pawn and a puppet in his schemes since the first. And the trail of violence goes back to your own father. The first of many sacrifices that led you to where you are now. Daniel, you are overwhelmed with emotion. And yet, one intrusive thought stays in your mind, and it remains true. Daniel, you're not one of them. You're a human. And they're your friends. But you don't have to be here for this. You know that, right? You could just go. You could run. You could try to get away. Stay clear. Maybe save yourself somehow. Live to fight another day and make sure that nothing like this can ever happen to these people again. They are your people. But you are not like them. And you can't help circling around that one thought. That whatever you do here, whatever you think you're doing here, you're not one of them. So Daniel, maxed out of conditions, stressed out of your mind and at your breaking point, what are you gonna do?
Guys, I'm not like you.
I know.
I never had any powers. I was never a superhero. I was never unleashed. But you all gave me a taste of that. You brought me out of this situation where I was lost, and I honestly didn't know if there was going to be a way out, but you guys are my way out. And I think it's my fault that all this is happening with my family. But you guys are my family now. I could just let you do this, but I'm not gonna let you do this alone. I'm gonna make sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
I'm gonna make sure you guys get to that tower where Dante is, and I'm gonna be there with you. And you combine your powers, and I'm gonna help you end this.
Daniel,
gonna
please
save
roll
everyone.
comfort or support.
Eight.
An 8 is a mixed success. Everyone but you can clear one condition. Continue.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you guys do this alone. We're gonna go there. We're gonna. Hey, we've been breaking the rules ever since I first got here together. Might as well break the biggest one, right? Our last day together.
Probably no convincing you to start running now to get as far away as possible, huh?
He's not really good at running. He's not
He's
very
ready
fast.
to choose to be here.
Not as good as me.
Yeah. He skips leg day. That's a pretty big hero thing for you to do, Daniel.
Well, you know me, I read a lot of comic books. It's the only way I know how to be, I guess.
Better than the ones in the books.
Thanks, Charlie.
You know, you guys have become my family too. And if this is the way I go out, I'm really happy that I got to spend the time that I did here on Earth with you. I love you guys.
Phee, please roll comfort or support.
Ten.
Everyone, including yourself, can clear one condition.
Are you kidding me, Phee? Like, before I met you, I didn't even know that there were powers, let alone aliens. And I have a crazy imagination. You blew them through the roof. You're better than I could have even imagined. I've seen you all do such amazing things. I wouldn't
have a little bit of confidence in yourself, Daniel. I mean, you don't have powers, but you're facing everything that we are. That's brave as heck, dude. Are you kidding me? You have no way to defend yourself. Most of the time. And even when you did have powers, you didn't really have a good way. But that's beside the point. You're really brave, Daniel. I hope to be as brave as you one day.
All right, last round of comfort or support. This is all very good.
I got a 7.
Everyone but you, Mara, can clear one condition.
It's good, I'm still angry.
Stay angry. So, what are you all going to do? Upstairs.
I want to put my hand in, like we did before we started this whole day. Let's go kick his butt.
I put my hand in. But after Fees, I want to be. I don't want to.
All right.
I guess you all just stay that way for a while? Okay, cool.
All right.
I didn't know if anyone wanted to say anything.
Yeah, that's good.
You guys want to take the stairs or the elevator?
Oh,
please, for the love of God, take the elevator.
Before that, no, not that it matters anymore, but taught Corndog a little trick. Let's gather around Corndog. So I tell them to go around Corndog, and then I'd say, Corndog, say cheese. And then a probe pops out of Corndog and takes a picture of us in front of Corndog, ready for our last mission.
That is hilarious. I am still gonna make you roll for it. Please roll to unleash your powers, because I am a meanie. If you fail this, that probe will kill one of you.
That's plus freak. 8.
Yeah. It fires a probe into the wall overhead at a very MySpaceable angle, and you see it burst with light as this data-taking probe captures the moment.
It's called My Rift in here?
I'm sorry. Stop. You're right. My Rift profile.
Shelby, stop.
Go ahead and take a +1 on your next roll for that, because I do like that. Corn has rubbed off on you, and I'm very upset about it. As the probe falls back down, you know that somewhere in Corndog's databanks, a record that you were all here at this moment, united in heroic purpose, exists. And you don't know what's going to happen when you get to the top of that elevator. But whatever it is, you're going to do it together. And you all enter the elevator and head up to the top floor of the council chambers. And as the door dings and opens up, Dante, this is it. This is the moment you've been waiting for. And you've got to jump on them. So what you want to do as the doors open?
I'm going to set a trap.
Go on.
I'm going to have Mel situated to the left of the elevator door. I'm going to set up a spike. No, I'll have Mel prepared on the left side. And I would like to have... I want to have Mel prepared, armed, and ready to fire on them at any minute when they exit. But I want to hear what they have to say. Am I muted? Oh.
Go ahead and roll. No, you're good. Go ahead and roll plus superior for me.
I rolled a 3. Superior is 6.
Would you like to use the last player +3? You're a player.
Well. Thank you, chat. Yes, I will use that, please. Thank you. Please and thank you.
Sweet. And your sort of Vanta black fox detaches from your suit and sets up in the corner, lying in wait. And you hear a voice digitally altered to sound like Nancy is coming from where the fox is that says, "Locked and loaded, sir. Ready on your command." And the doors open. So, heroes, what do? You see Genesis in his full suit standing in front of you in the center of the room. Well,
I don't have anything to say to him, but I am making hardcore eye contact.
You can't see his eyes, but you're looking at where eyes would be. It's effective.
So they call you Genesis, huh?
Yeah. And what's your name?
I'm Mara. I don't need to hide behind anything.
As she speaks, you actually see your HUD display. Nancy gives a full readout. Imelda Greer. How long she's been here, all relevant data and information stored here within the rift about her. Power set. Standard mage abilities, defensive barriers, and a little note that says redacted. That's a first.
Imelda Greer. You seem different.
Yeah, you'll see. Her name was Emma, by the way.
Which one? I killed many today.
Well,
And you won't kill anymore.
Daniel.
do me a favor, say hi to her for us.
Daniel, Charlie. So you've made your decision? You decided to not help humanity, but to go your own selfish ways.
What do you think, Charlie? Do you think we decided?
Well, I've decided.
I'm sadly disappointed. And your little alien friend? You as well?
I'm not little. 5'4" is an average height. Handsome jerk. Dang it, I did that wrong.
Handsome?
Look at him.
You don't see his face. I don't know how many times I have to tell you.
I've seen his face before.
Yeah, but I'm saying you said that, and it was to like a Vanta Black mannequin, so not as effective as you wanted it to be. But all right.
Silly, smart. So you have decided to not only be a problem, but try and find a solution to me, Genesis. Daniel, you were protected your entire life. But hard decisions are a fact of life. You had a mother and a father who was actually there for you. One that just worked out. I made everything for myself! And the four of you want to take it away.
Cordog looks vaguely indignant at this.
I don't remember any of this being yours, big guy.
Believe me when I tell you this. The betterment of humanity is my number one priority.
So that includes killing people. Got it.
If your people
I'll note that down.
want to kill humans and kidnap children from loving homes and use them to develop weapons, and you want to protect that, then you are the problem. And I will stomp you out.
I'd like to see you try.
Sir? Would you like me to hire?
1 second, Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie.
Yes, sir.
One last chance.
No more chances, Dante.
And Daniel? Say
I say goodbye, Genesis.
Nancy Fire. Please, engage.
I'm gonna use never give up, never surrender. And I'm just
Probably
gonna
a good
take
call.
it. Not even gonna, it doesn't faze me at all. I got a 10.
Okay. Do you want to describe what it looks like as you just get assaulted with a barrage of small missiles? The explosion signature of which you recognize. These are the same missiles that killed Emma.
As I'm standing there, the missiles all hit me. And
you're gonna bleed. You just don't take conditions.
For a second, all you see is like the smoke from the explosions of the missiles. And as that dissipates, I haven't moved an inch. I haven't broken my gaze with Genesis. And I just smile and blow a piece of stray hair up. Is that the best you got? I got an 8.
I'll take it. Now, there's not going to be a mechanical penalty for this, but Dante, you see her filled with something that allows her, against everything you see on her skill set, on her power list, withstand a full barrage from Mel. She is bleeding but undeterred, unflinching. She stares back at you, a strange mirror to your own intensity and purpose. And you feel a single cold bead of sweat go down the back of your neck.
At the
For the first time the whole fight.
At the sight of Mara bleeding in that attack, I want Phee's eyes to start glowing pink as she starts to pool and draw from water all around her. And brings it to a center, just like a really, I guess, like a round orb of water that just keeps growing as she's pulling from everything that's around her, the plants, the fire alarms, just anything.
Okay. Do you want to do something with that?
Yeah. I want to say enough. Time is done.
You're just building up a big ball of water?
Yeah, I'm building it up.
Okay, Dante, you see a big ball of water in front of you. What do you want to do about it? You know that you can deploy your nanites.
So you've got a water ball to hit me with?
Ooh.
And you can withstand missiles better than another... What'd you say her name was? Emma? That makes you better? Well, I have another trick up my sleeve that you might enjoy. Tickle, tickle. And I'm gonna release my nanobots.
And roll to wield your powers for me, Dante.
Copy. I roll a 10. 5 and a 5.
Yep. With a 10, I assume you want to neutralize a threat, at least for now, yes?
It's the immediate threat, which is a water drop.
That big ball of water, Phee, you watch as this massive, glowing, roiling globe of water, your power, the source of your strength and your ability to protect, begins to go cloudy and then dark as it gets polluted by those nanites, and you cannot help but remember the waters of Lumeria when they became too dark and cloudy and foggy to live in any longer, as it fills with countless nanites, and those nanites begin to feed. They eat at the water, they drink the light, they cast all of it in darkness, and then at 50%, they reach a critical mass, and the water bubble pops, spills whatever contents remained of it onto the ground. And you see that puddle on the ground go from a murky, dark mauve moving towards black, begin to go clear again and glow with the light of your ability as the nanobots recede from it and move back to Dante's suit. And Dante, whew, the data on this, she would be just as valuable a resource as redacted Greer. But you have her ability now, and you can neutralize it whenever you want.
Squirt guns and shields. That's what you brought. You're fighting a king.
Guys, he has Fee's powers now. I think it's time. I'm gonna buy us a little more time. I'm gonna tell Corn Dog I'm gonna activate first, actually. It kind of feels personal.
What do you want to do?
And I'm going to have Corn Dog run and try to pin down Genesis. While we try to combine powers.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll to directly engage a threat for me.
5.
Okay. I will take the hard move, but allow this to happen. As Corn Dog lunges forward, and in that moment of hesitation, as Nancy attempts one more time unsuccessfully to hack into Corn Dog to breach and to return him to the fold, he is able to latch on with those extra teeth that you installed, something you, Dante, have never seen before on one of your mech lions. As he grabs your arm, shakes you violently, and throws you to the side, buying the group some time.
I would love to step forward to say one more thing to him. Dante, you got one thing very wrong, and that is you are not a king. And I want to start collecting energy, like the atoms of everything around me, to my hands. They start to glow like gold embers, and start to center them in the middle of the room.
Hell yeah, there's only one king, and that's Charlie Law. And I want to get that little bubble of water that just turned into a puddle like I pissed myself, but I'm going to turn it into something freaking cool and start letting it glow pink and surround the atoms that Charlie is having flow through the air.
Okay.
And Dante, you don't know everything. And I'd like to pull from the blood that's coming off the various lesions on my face and make a very gigantic sword/spear, and I'd like to throw it right at where they're aiming their powers.
Sweet.
And then I'm gonna tell Dante what they said, and then I'll run over to them, and I'm gonna see right before their powers are touching. I'm gonna grab all of them in a hug. Thank you for making my dream come true.
And I want all 4 of you to roll to unleash your powers in this moment. As you combine all of your gifts.
I got a
all of them.
14.
I got a 12.
I got a 10.
7.
That counts.
Do we have plus 3? Just make it a nice 10.
Oh wait, we don't.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. All you need is a hit. And as you pull them all together, all of their powers begin to mix, and everyone closes their eyes and flinches and goes to look away, but you keep looking. Daniel, this is it. This is the moment you have spent your life thinking about and wanting to be a hero. And if you were looking down at your hands right now, at those points of connection with your friends, heroes of their own right, you would see a faint blue glow, but you don't see it there. In this roiling mass of light, gold for Charlie's atomic ability, pink for Fee's mastery over water and ice, green and purple together for Mara's blood abilities, and mage barriers. In between all of them, these disparate points threatening to rip the world and all of you apart, you see, Daniel, little veins, little circuits of blue, interconnecting them, wrapping them up just like you are with your friends in this moment. And you are making them stable. You are holding it together. And what should be an explosion that would tear this rift apart at the seams is stable. And all of you flinched, waiting for the worst, hoping that this last sacrifice would be enough to save those throughout the rift. You open your eyes and you see in front of you a beautiful rainbow of light. Not terrible, not explosive and dangerous, but beautiful and powerful and stable and here. And it glows and radiates with the warmth that you feel right now in this moment, passing between you all. This, my Unleashed, is your power. So what are you gonna do with it?
Guys? You're all glowing.
Whoa, we're dead. Wait, is this heaven?
No, I don't think we died.
We combined our powers! And we're not dead!
Oh my god.
How?
What's going on?
I don't know, but I think that he should be very afraid right now.
Let's hit him with it.
Yeah, suddenly I feel the urge to... Should we try using our powers?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
I'm going to my powers.
Go ahead. I want all of you to roll to unleash your powers with advantage. Dante, you push yourself up to standing, and this massive ball, this swirling morass of light and energy, you've never seen anything like it before, and you actually feel Nancy break inside your suit, having overrun and overclocked herself trying to scan it and understand it. It is beyond your ability, the DRD's ability, Omnio's ability to comprehend.
Nancy. You orphan children think you can stop this. You can't! Nothing can stop the DRD.
I think we're about to.
Ew, he looks so ugly when he's mad.
I don't look ugly!
I can just tell, probably behind you, probably look all scrunched. You sound like it. Ugh, gross.
You're losing it, Dante.
So who is controlling this?
I think he's about a little more ugly.
I got a 9.
I got a 12.
I got a 13.
I got 13.
Nice. Well, then all 4 of you together, please describe for me one piece of what happens to this ball of light, and I will tell you how it goes. Genesis. Let's start with Daniel.
I reach my hand out, and all the glowing energy around my body erupts like an aura, and funnels straight through my hand like a conduit directly at Dante, like a big Kamehameha.
Then what happens, Mara?
My beam of power that's coming out takes on the form of these crystalline structures as I think of Emma as I'm trying to end Genesis in this moment.
Emma was redacted just like you will be.
Then what happens, Charlie?
All of the little gold, little flecks that have been floating around and slowly going towards the center of the circle, all in a swift motion, form one white hot circle in the center. So it's ready to blow.
And how does it land, Phee?
How does it land? How does it hit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Or try.
Phee's pink water swirls around it, and it just rockets, almost like a shooting star, right at Genesis, and just obliterates all of his nanobots, sending him flying everywhere. I bet she was in one of those weird skin tight suits, kind of the green screen weird ones that you get on Amazon. That was probably what he had underneath.
Genesis, you feel your suit scattered out and away from you. The nanobots dissolved on a molecular level. by all of this energy, all of this heat, and you stand there in your suit, which is what you were wearing when you put it on.
Come on, try to hit us. Love to see you try now.
Lina! Lina!
Oh. Your friends abandon you?
Quiet down, orphan! Lina!
Dad.
Where's Lina?
We in this?
I think so.
I don't think anyone's
Kinda
coming to
sad
help
at this
you.
point, right?
Yeah, no one's answering him.
I think so.
Don't you dare! Lina! Lina! Lina!
Should we see if this power has any melee attacks?
Oh.
I'm still bigger than you. And I'm stronger than all of you. Bring it.
Go ahead. Try.
Oh,
I'd love to see.
with this hand, I will swat you all down. And this one, too.
Oh, I'm cowering.
Try to funnel the power into something like a long beam staff that resembles something like a swatter, and it's like this blue beam, and I run over and hit him with it.
I see this happening, but I want to step in front of him to stop him.
Between Daniel and Dante, the floor is yours.
Daniel, I know that you really want to finish this like this, but this is not how this fight needs to end. You will never forgive yourself, and our friends are still out there downstairs. I think there's another way that we can end this.
Charlie, he's gonna keep going. He's gonna
We've
keep
stopped him. You don't need to do this. You will never let yourself live with it.
Charlie, I knew you'd see it. I knew you'd see it my way.
No, Daniel's just not gonna stoop to your level, Dante.
It's not what heroes do.
Daniel, roll plus superior for me in this moment.
That was a pretty good one in person.
Thank you. The music hit too. I felt powerful.
I hate that you were so cool.
A 6?
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll make the hard move, but you're aware that even if Dante is cowed in this moment, the fight is still happening outside right now. People are still dying. What do you want to do about it?
It's alright, Charlie. Thank you. I walk over to Dante and I realize that the thing I was shooting at Dante was actually a lot sharper than I realized, and I blunt it. I make sure it's not like the sharp staff anymore. And I go over to Dante, whack him with it.
Just take a condition.
I take a condition?
No,
Oh, he's done
Dante.
Don't you whack me. I'm your older brother, don't you whack me.
Dante, you tried.
I'm Martin's here. I hate being whacked.
Call.
Dante, you tried. You wanted to take control of all these people, all this power. But guess what? You're thirsting, brother. You just wanted all this for yourself. Well, guess what? This is what happens when you mess with us. Stop all your soldiers right now, or you'll be sorry.
I'm gonna pick up a radio. And I'm gonna say it into the radio. Stand down. Stand down.
Are you sure, sir?
I said stand down!
Okay, all right, everyone. And you hear it like click off as this troop is sending a stand down order. You can all see from up high through this window, one of them busted through open to the air. You see the two masks moving away from each other as the DRD soldiers retreat. And dawn breaks properly over Riftside. The dark, inky, nearly black purple goes to an amethyst and lighter still as a new day, a day many of you didn't expect to see dawn, begins. And you all, not you, Dante, but the rest of you, are heroes. And you have saved the rift. And we go from here to an epilogue. Several days after the battle for Riftside. And we begin with Mara, the Supreme Mage Elder, as he takes a meeting with you in the aftermath of the invasion. Mara, thank you for, I can always make time for you. How are you feeling? How are your wounds?
I'm good. Yeah. Handled myself.
Well,
Can you say that again? I just want to hear it one more time.
Say
it one more time.
Say what?
Just the whole thing. I can always make time for you. Please.
I can always make time for you, Mara, hero of Riftside.
Thank you.
You got yourself killed out there. But I must admit, were it not for you and your friends, I don't know where we would be today.
I'm glad you're starting to see things my way.
Sure. Well, I figured that you ought to be the first to know that in my first order as the sole Supreme Elder remaining alive, we will be having new elections to rebuild the council as soon as things calm down. But my first order is to make sure that our borders are even more secure. What happened those days ago, I promise you, Mara, will never happen again. There will be no humans here ever again. And he pats your hand like he thinks he's comforting you.
So you got them all out of the rift? The humans?
Every last one of them.
Wow. You really are more powerful than I thought.
I don't know if you're still concussed, but that felt like too nice, so I'm going to think that you said a bad thing.
There were a lot of them in the rift, that's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, most
I'm
of
impressed.
them surrendered. Okay.
Is this not what you want?
I don't trust it, Miss Greer. As for your abilities, we will have to have a separate conversation about where you go from here. Because the things that you can do are dangerous. And I know you know that.
Yeah.
Have
Am I
you...
in any danger? Being like this? I mean, that's why my original parents gave me up, right?
It's more complicated than that, Mara. But if I know I am not the easiest person for communication, but please, for once, believe me when I say that you are one of the strongest people I know in all the ways that count. And whatever is coming, whatever will come of this, I know you can handle it. I just hope that you let me help.
I'll let you help if you listen to me fully in the future.
I mean mutual. you're also not that good a listener.
Okay, I will give you that one, but you definitely could have prevented a lot if you listened to me. I broke the rules to prevent things.
All right. I'm not going to concede that out loud, but maybe your way was the right one in this instance. I think saying that out loud makes me want to throw up. So
I'm gonna remember this forever. Thank you. I think
all right.
I'll even lie awake at night and go back to this.
Okay, get out of my office before I leash you again. Not that that's
All right,
gonna
have
do
a good
anything.
day. Thanks
but
so
goodbye.
much. Ta-ta.
Goodbye. I don't enjoy you. I don't enjoy our talks.
Bye.
And you like skip out, and you just leave like a grumpy miasma of Mage Elder behind in his room, left to his work. And we move from there to the prison of the Unleashed, down a floor, still in the newly rebuilt council building. It's not quite fully repaired yet. These facilities were maintained throughout the battle. And we see Daniel, who gets a nod from the guards and adjusts the ring on his finger as he moves down the hallway towards the room where he knows his brother is being held. Daniel, they look at you like you're a hero. And even if you fidget with that, in this moment, you have nothing to fear. Why are you wearing it?
I'm wearing it because I'm a human. I don't have power, but this ring still grants me a little bit to try to fake I have powers if anyone asks, so I'm kind of incognito in the rift, pretending I'm an elemental still.
Good. No one here is the wiser. No one would question you. Not now. Not for this. And you arrive at the door, and they let you in. Into an inky darkness that you remember so well from your month of quarantine here. To your brother, bound, tethered to the far end of the room on a chair. A small spotlight shines on a single metal chair 5 feet in front of him. You can sit and talk if you wish.
You know, I really should thank you. I know we're brothers, but you showed me a new family, a closer family here.
I'm disappointed, Daniel. Are you so desperate to be a superhero? Are you hiding yourself to live amongst them? You know, I could tell them. Reveal your little secret.
Yeah, you're right. Right, I am too obsessed with comic books sometimes. But as a good friend recently told me, this is better than the comic books, Dante. And I almost lost that. But I almost became something I didn't want to become because of you.
And what's that, Daniel?
The villain, Dante. But don't worry, I'm going to make sure that you enjoy your quarantine. Actually, that's funny. That's where my nickname Corn came from.
So you came here to mock me. To put your big brother in his place and make him feel so small. And that's what superheroes do, right?
No, I'm here because I still believe that my big brother's in there somewhere.
Daniel, I love you. And I know one day you'll understand why I'm fighting.
In many ways, you're right. Some of the rules here are too misguided and too self-contained, but there are other ways around it. I don't disagree with everything you've told me, everything you've told me, everything you've told Charlie, but there are better ways.
I'm gonna keep your secret. I won't tell them. But I do feel sorry for you. You and I both know. They'll never accept you. You're a human. And what's wrong with just being you?
And I look at my ring that Charlie helped keep with her promise and helped hack into it to kind of give a display of powers. And I can't help but think, hopefully, I will be accepted, but there is a chance I still won't be.
And in that,
Daniel,
go ahead.
no matter what comes of this, I'll always love you. And you'll always be my family.
And in that moment of strained connection, strange though it may seem, Daniel, it feels good. It feels right that despite everything that's happened, Dante isn't completely lost to you. And he has said some difficult things, but difficult thoughts and what the future holds for you can be pushed away for now. Take the win. As you slowly push yourself up to standing, fidget with your ring one more time, you leave the room and walk back into a world that, for now, accepts you and embraces you, even as the anti-human rhetoric in Riftside begins to swell. They all believe to the fibers of their being that they are not talking about you. So for now, Daniel, you are home. And we push from your lonely walk through the council chambers, back across town to Riftside, over to your room, filled obviously not by you, but by Charlie and Phee, as they have a moment to talk, an attempt at regaining their old easiness with each other and breezy repartee, trying hard to be normal again, even after everything that they've seen and done.
I really think this wall wasn't doing enough with it. I had 20 lava lamps. I bet you I could go for 40.
We could get you more lava lamps.
Well, I need them. All of mine are broken. But I really want to
work on that.
You will?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's you're the one with the money. Thank you, Charlie.
I didn't mean to. You know what? Yeah, I'll pay for them.
Yeah, of course. What do I have? Alien money? Can't use that for anything.
What do they use on your planet?
That's for another time. It's nothing weird. It's just I don't know. Money seems a little. Anyways, how you feeling?
It's pretty good. A little weird. Not super happy with all the new rules, but I've never been happy with rules.
Yeah. Have you decided what you're gonna do yet?
Well, even if I wanted to leave now, there's really no way out anymore.
I don't know. When you want to do something, you just do it.
And it's in that moment that you hear a little knock on the door.
Are you expecting somebody? And then before she answers, I pop my head out of the door.
You are very close to Mara's face. You pop your head through.
Hi, Charles.
You here to talk to Phee?
Yeah.
Say no more.
Mind
I'll be
letting
on
me
my
in?
way. And I just walk through the door.
Okay, bye, Charlie.
Bye.
Is the door still locked?
Yeah, it is.
I'm coming over.
And Charlie, as you go through the halls, like all the other elementals, like give you a little nod, deeply appreciative and understanding full well what you and the rest of the group has done. And no one would dare say anything behind your back. You have proved yourself 1,000 times over as you head back to your room. And then finally the door is open so Mara can go inside it because she can't face.
I open up the door. Hey.
Hey.
Come on in. I'm just trying to calculate how many lava lamps I could fit up on this wall.
You know, I just got the Elder Mage to admit that I was right.
What? Yeah. Wait, no, I'm not shocked that he admitted that. Like, how did he not know? Mara's always right. Jeez, so late.
He's a little thick, you know? Really dense up here.
Oh.
Not a lot of ego to get past.
Ah, I see. That is a mage thing? Not a you thing. I want to stop talking.
I'm just gonna let that one slide.
Sorry.
We said if we survived that we would talk about things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And we survived. Look at us.
Look at us.
Great.
Who'd thought? Oh, man. Where do I start? I want to plop down on the bed and sit down.
Mara's gonna sit down like right next to Phee.
There's so much I want to tell you. I think the first thing I want to start with is there is only so many words in your language that can really describe how someone cares about another person. It's very limiting. Listen. In Lumerian, we say Milithos, which means eternal home of the heart. And Mila, more affectionately, to the person who's taken that place. And you, Mara, or Mila, you've taken that place in my heart. And I don't want to leave you. But I think it's important for you to know that while I am staying because I care about you, I'm also staying for me.
You're right. Yeah, we don't really have words like that. Wow. Wait, hold on. You're staying? You decided to stay?
Yeah, I want to stay. I want to stay.
So that means, and Mara's gonna like lean forward and kiss Phee. Wanted to get a head start on that. I'm very sorry.
Oh no, that is great. And Fee's cheeks are gonna glow pink. Wow, I gotta get used to this. I have to tell you so many things. About my planet. What do you want to know? Guys, we have so much kissing to do too. This is gonna be so great. Wait, but does it have to be a secret?
We don't have to keep it a secret. I mean, Charlie and Daniel already know.
But I mean, like,
it's not like
getting really strict.
I'd like to see them try to tell me what to do, you know?
You think?
Phee, we saved campus. I think we're owed a little bit of laxed rules, if you know what I mean.
Laxed rules. I like that. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better. I can kiss you in public and hold your hand and not have to worry about it.
Yeah. Wow. Everyone in my class is gonna give me so much crap about this. I'm kind of excited.
Wait, why? Why would they? What?
They just are usually like super stoic. They don't, they don't ever do PDA.
Oh.
It's kind of exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting for me too. This is all new for me.
Well, what do you want to tell me about your planet? We have like all the time in the world.
Oh, you're right. Well, where do I even begin? I gotta tell you about the Ross race. I gotta tell you about my dad. And, oh yeah, I'm a princess. But,
Hold on.
And
You're a princess?
And on that stunned moment between them, as strange truths begin to come out, we pull back and the camera moves from these two talking and giggling and learning about each other and pushes in on Lou, her aide, her confidant, and friend, now restored to that small purple form. You look at the screen. But the screen isn't inactive. It's not listening in on this. It's transmitting. It's transmitting information. But what? And to where?
Look, I appreciate the nomination, but I can't take it. I'm busy. I've got stuff I've got to do. Look, the physical class was doing just fine without me as their head girl or whatever. You'll find someone else. All right. Look, I gotta go, okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye.
There's been a complication. She found out they're closer to the truth.